Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama. Good morning, everybody. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna. Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna. How are you this morning?
Do you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you hear me? Yeah. Okay. There we go. River Yamuna too. I'd like to see. Enthusiasm. Yeah.
Yamuna. Hare Krishna.
Everybody, come on and be seen.
Yeah.
We may not have this that much longer, you know. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. They have just so you know, they have heavy censors going on in the internet now.
Oh.
They're starting to, shut down servers, just take people's accounts down. It's becoming very communistic now in America. We got a new adventure coming.
Yeah. My. Sorry.
Yeah, the chemtrails are all over the place here. They're just like going all over the skies. I can't see so many things going on.
Wow.
Yeah,
they do it a lot. Maharaj, they do it a lot when the skies are clouded over. They do it a lot with them.
Yeah, they do it without the skies clouded over here because they don't have any clouds much here.
Or you can see it all the time.
Yeah.
So taking accounts away.
Yeah, taking accounts away, all kinds of things. It's very it's weird, man. It's like it's so un-American. It's amazing. It's like
the continent of the freedom.
Yeah. Americans, we're not used to this kind of stuff, man. This is like what? Okay, let's chant.
Okay.
Hare
Krishna.
So again, I don't know what it is with Karuna. I can't mute you, and you're much.
Hare Krishna.
We got 4 people here. Well, I can't be on anyway. Krishna Hare 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 Rama. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama. Hare Krishna Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. I can't see your face there, Yamuna. On the,
Just putting a top on. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna. Anyway, I don't. Oh, you don't have a top on? Well, I can't even see your face. Put a top on. What are you doing? Come on. You gotta put your top on. There you go. Krishna.
I'm just going to put my top on.
Oh, I see. Come on, we don't have time here.
It's cold.
Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Rama, Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Welcome, Lalita Madhava, Tuka, and Shamapuri. Welcome. Thank you for coming. And whoever Krishna, Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Rama, Rama, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, oh, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama,
Krishna Hari Hari.
Krishna Hare Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama. Oh, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna. Oh my Lord. Ah! Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama Rama, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Hare
Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada. Oh, yeah, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Jesus, Prabhupada, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Shri Krishna, Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita, Gadadhar, Shivasari, Gora, Vinda, Srila Prabhupada, Jesus, Shri Krishna, Chaitanya, Nityananda, Shri Advaita, Gadadhar, Shivasari, Gora, Bhaktavinda, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Shri Krishna, Chaitanya, Nityananda, Shri Advaita, Gadadhar, Shivasari, Gora, Bhaktavinda, Krishna, Chaitanya, Nityananda, Shri Advaita, Gadadhar, Shivasari, Gora, Bhaktavinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna, Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Krishna, Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Shri Gadadhar Shivasari Gora Bhaktivinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda 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 Oh my Lord Nityananda 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 Oh Nityananda 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 Go Ranga Go Ranga Go Ranga Nityananda Go Ranga Go Ranga Nityananda, Nityananda, Nityananda. Ah. Whoa! Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna. Nityananda, Nityananda, Nityananda. Go Ranga, go Ranga, Nityananda. Go Ranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, go Ranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, go Ranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Nityananda. Nityananda, Nityananda. Nityananda, 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 Gauranga, 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 Go Ranga, go Ranga. Go Ranga, go Ranga. Go Ranga. Go Ranga. Go Ranga, go Ranga. Go Ranga, go Ranga, go Ranga. Go Ranga, go Ranga. Go Ranga, go Ranga, go Ranga, go Ranga, go Ranga. Shri Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Rama Rama Hare Krishna Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna.
Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaur Bhaktivinoda
Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta.
Yeah, it's nice to see everybody's having a good time with their unknown friend. It's becoming more known every day. We're exposing that rascal. We're going to show the world who's been hiding behind the scenes, the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
We're going to make that guy known to the world. So these are the pastimes of Advaita, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's stay at Advaita's house. Madhya Lila, Chapter 3, Chaitanya Charitamrita. Jai Srila Prabhupada, Jai Jesus Christ. Thank you so much for giving us real happiness in this world, showing us what it is and how to be in you so that you can be in us and make us very happy. After accepting the sannyas order of life, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, out of intense love for Krishna, after accepting the sannyas order of life, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, out of intense love for Krishna, wanted to go to Vrindavan, but apparently by mistake, he wandered in Radhadesh. Later, he arrived at Santipur. Later, he arrived in Santipur and enjoyed himself there with his devotees. I offer my respectful obeisances to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Later, he arrived there at Shantipur and enjoyed himself there with devotees. You notice the transcendental form of the Lord in that manner. He likes to only enjoy himself with his devotees, you know. Just like, aren't we enjoying ourselves with Krishna and Lord Chaitanya? See, this is the great boon, man. This is liberated stage. Like that. You know, enjoy ourselves with Krishna. He's enjoying himself with us, and we enjoy ourselves with him. If you can't do that, then you're just in Bhagavad Gita. You're in the Lord, but he's not in you. You're not going to be very happy. You're going to be out there seeking more control, more power, more this, more money, like those guys, and more control, and making more people miserable by your activities. Otherwise, we make people happy by our activities. Unless they're the gleaming chakavaka birds, with their breasts raised up there with the proud, We're here to enjoy ourselves with Krishna for the pleasure of the devotees, right? That's where we're happy. Yeah, that's where it's at, man. Yeah. All glories to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and all glories to Nityananda. All glories to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and all glories to Nityananda. All glories to Advaita Prabhu, all glories to Advaita Prabhu, and all glories to the devotees of Lord Chaitanya, headed by Srivas. All glories to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, All glories to Nityananda Prabhu. All glories to Advaita Prabhu. All glories to all the devotees of Lord Chaitanya, headed by Srivas. Repeat after me. All glories to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
All glory.
All glories to Nityananda. All glories to Advaita Prabhu. And all glories to all the devotees of Lord Chaitanya, headed by Srivas. Let's do that again. It looks like the Lord and the devotees are enjoying this. All glories to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
All glory to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
All glories to Nityananda.
All glory to Nityananda.
All glories to Advaita Prabhu.
All glory to Advaita Prabhu.
All glories to the devotees of Lord Chaitanya, headed by Srivas.
All glory to Lord Chaitanya, headed by Srivas.
All right. At the end of the Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted the sannyas order during the waxing period of the moon. After accepting the sannyas order, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, out of intense love for Krishna, started for Vrindavan. However, he mistakenly wandered about in a trance continuously for 3 days in the tract of land known as Radhadesh. Passing through the tract of land known as Radhadesh, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu recited the following verse in ecstasy. As a Brahmana from Adivesh said, I shall cross over the insurmountable ocean of nations by being firmly fixed in the service of the lotus feet of Krishna. This was approved by the previous acharyas, who were fixed in firm devotion to the Lord, Paramatma, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. I shall cross over the insurmountable ocean of nations by being firmly fixed in the service of the lotus feet of Krishna. Okay? Just simply by chanting and hearing the pastimes of the Lord, firmly fixed, firm, holding on to that path, firm, and Mike comes, oh, come over here, try this path. No, we're firmly fixed. We're going to cross over the insurmountable ocean of nations by being firmly fixed in the path of devotional service, by hearing, chanting, remembering the Lord in association of the real devotees who the Lord, they are in the Lord, and we can prove it. We look with an eye, is the Lord in them? And we want to be with those kind of devotees, right? Not those devotees, I'm in the Lord, but the Lord ain't in us because we ain't purified yet. We don't like real devotees yet. We're going to get you. You watch out, man. We're going to control the narrative. That's what it's about. Transcendentally. Control the narrative. Like those crooked guys out there who want to control the narrative. We want to control the narrative, man. We're going to preach how glorious it is to to follow the path of Lord Chaitanya by being firmly fixed in the service of the Lord, by hearing, chanting, remembering the name, the fame, the pastimes of the Lord in association with real devotees, where they're in the Lord, and the Lord we can see with our own eyes that the Lord is in them, because when they chant the Lord's name and they're in the Lord is in them, because we see the waters of the holy temple coming out of their eyes, and the boisterous, joyful laughter of the Lord coming through their mouths, and they're shaking because of so much energy coming through their bodies, being connected to the divine level of consciousness of the spiritual world. What do you say to that?
Ashtaya, being completely fixed.
Firmly fixed. Is that verse clear? If not, we'll make it more
Conclusive.
No wonder the Lord was ecstatic for reciting that verse. I can see why now, personally. Yeah. End of that verse again here. Where is it? Where did it go? Oh,
Number 6.
Yeah, I got it. Okay. Yeah, firmly fixed. Yeah, and you know what I like about this? This was approved by the previous acharyas who crossed the ocean there. That's why if you got a real acharya now, they're following that path. They got those acharyas over. And if they're a real acharya, they got over themselves, and they still here to tell about it. Otherwise it's like, the pirates out there, man. Dead men don't tell no secrets. They got it in the book and they hide the secrets. They're pirates. Can you see where the pirates are? They're hiding the secret there. That made the Lord ecstatic. You got to find somebody following that path and experiencing the result of that path, where they're in the Lord and the Lord is in the Lord. What do you think of that, Lalita? Are you on board with that, River? What about you, Tom?
Ashtaya, completely fixed.
Conclusive.
We're going to get your eyes straight. No more boom, boom, boom. You won't need those glasses anymore. They'll be like, oh, hey, man, I'm not looking this way and that way anymore. See, the acharyas, they have this great path, man. Firmly fixed in hearing, chanting, remembering the Lord. See, this is the Raganuga path, man. Attachment. So simple. Once you're attached, once the Lord's inside you, you don't want that. You want that, hey, man, I want to be in you, but you got to, hey, man, we're going to do a business deal, Krishna. I'll be in you, but you better be in me or I'm going.
Finished.
And, I'll work a deal. You want me to be in you, you better be in me. Otherwise, what's the point? I ain't satisfied with dry chanting where I'm saying I'm in you and I don't feel nothing. I just feel this thing. Well, I did my duty for the day in the mode of goodness, and I finished my round from 16 or a lack. Still, Lord ain't in me. Well, I ain't going for that, man. You're gonna give me a taste of that truth. You better stay there.
You put down now.
If you go for a moment or two, you better come back, man. Or if I feel like going and exploring the world a little bit, you still better come back. If I want to go and see how everybody's illusioned by this crazy thing going on here, you still got to come back. Yeah, all right. Great verse. Okay, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu approved this verse, which we just gave, on account of the determination of the mendicant devotee to engage in the service of Mukunda. So the determination, see, that determination comes by taste. It helps. It gives, it gives us strength. Otherwise, we're weak. The Maya weakened us. We got no strength, no faith in this path. That's why you need to be around one of the great spiritual gifts that devotees get, even Christians, is called encouragement. They're encouragers. They encourage others. You see, they are now a living previous Acharya. I mean, a living Acharya now, following the footsteps of the previous Acharya, and they got the result, and you could see that with your eyes. You could see it's not a false eulogy that we're reading in the scriptures. It's not. It's real, man. You see, the person is the scripture. Oh yeah, man, look at this, man. He's in Krishna, and boy, look at that holy water flowing from their eye. And look at this, people listening to this crazy, crying, laughing person. Others are becoming like that. That's how the Lord did. Millions of people are following him, laughing and crying. To see, or his devotees like Nakula Brahmachari, they just start following, and stay in association, laughing and crying. Why not? Because isn't it a great thing to do in these times? You could do this even in lockdown. Boy, it makes the time fly by. You don't even care. We go like 5-6 hours sometimes even here, man. Time's flying by. We could be locked down, left 5 locked down. Man, well, what is that? Where is that? I don't know, man. I'm just absorbed in this. Happy. Can you imagine? This is the happiness of the Lord is in us. It makes the devotees very happy, very clear, very productive. You get everything, don't you? You get clarity, you get logic, you get intelligence, and the essence of all intelligence. You get the power to liberate others and free them if they listen to you. You get real love. Real love is love of God. There ain't anything else that's real. That's what's real is what stays with you forever. Otherwise, it's, that's why they call this illusion here, because you feel it for a while and then it goes away. That's kind of illusion, right? Why would any immortal want to be around something that's mortal, that has a mortal or an expiration date?
Maharaj, there's an echo.
What?
It's too much echo.
It's too much echo. It's difficult to hear.
I don't hear it.
Okay, echo. All right. So mute. Okay, we got to mute everybody. Let's try that. Mute yourselves. And let's see if that works. Did it work? Go a thumbs up. Okay, so we just have to mute it. Okay. So Mahaprabhu approved of the purport of this verse on the account of determination of the mendicant devotee, man, and so serving Maya weakens our determination. It makes us determined to follow her. See, that's the thing. But that weakens us so that when the real path is there, we're weak. We can't, it's hard to follow. You notice that? I notice people come here sometimes and they want it, but they're weak by Maya. And sometimes they fall, because of that weakness. But the more, if they come back, and usually they do, Krishna is very merciful and draws them back because, if you follow Maya, after you get a taste for this, and then you go back to that, as Krishna says, just go and stay in association with these devotees and get strong. Be encouraged, be around, like devotees that fall by the wayside because of, it could be sins, they get into drugs and all that stuff. Hey, man, associate with these devotees here. Stay as close as you can, and you'll get strength. You get strength to overcome all these things. Don't be discouraged by Maya. Maya wants you to go away. That's how she works. She's a discourager. We're an encouraging. You come here. That's what I told people that do it. Like some devotees, came to me and said, "I'm just so negative. I can't control it and all." See, they're admitting. I said, just stay here. Stay around the devotees. And Krishna will, just for that, you're putting money in your bank account. Spiritual, and you become stronger and stronger. And the Lord, just for being with the devotees, by being faithful, you develop faith. And it's really that faith in the devotee that saves you. Belief in the devotee and the path they teach is what saves you. It's that simple. Yeah, but that faith is always, Maya's always trying to break it. Make you doubtful, split you. See, divide and conquer. Isn't that fine? Divide starts, that's what they do in the world. They're dividing and conquering, right? They make you a Trump or Biden thing, and then they're easy to conquer, the communists. Well, Maya does, she initiated that game, and she does that within you. Divide you and conquer you. They divide you from against the self. Oh, I don't know if I believe in the devotees. Oh, well, maybe it's somewhere else out there. And just back and forth. See, that's why Bhagavad Gita says there's no happiness in this world or the next for those who remain in doubt. You got to resolve that. See, when your eye is single, your whole body will be full of light. See, now, purport. That's from the Bible. Purport. When your eye is single, see, on the conclusive truth, your whole body will be filled with that truth, with ecstasy of bliss and conclusive understanding. The Lord will give you that. See, your eye is single. See? Now you're like a laser. Maya can't, divide you and conquer you. See? Doubt. So that's the same thing she does here in the world. She divide the whole United States now. Very weak. So now the communists can come in and take over, which they're doing now. So it's the will of the Lord for a while. Let's see what happens. Okay. So that's what happens. If you follow those who are divided, see, the hypocritical, those who lie in the name of truth. See, that's a division. See, they lie, they consider the darkness the truth. And that's with the cheaters and the cheated. See, the darkness is the truth. And so if you believe in darkness as the truth, then you become captivated by the Lord's Maya. Okay? That's why the strength comes here in transcendental knowledge. We talk about the truth in relationship to the illusion, and therefore, okay, we see the game. We see how the magician is working. All right, I don't need to go there. I don't need to believe in those who are captivated by, lies and deceptions, propagated by those who are, lying and deceiving them, whether they know they are or not. Who knows? Sometimes they do know, and that's why they're, they actually worship that. They worship Satan worship means you believe in lies. You believe that that's the way to go. You believe in lying. You believe in the devil. You believe in that trickery. That's why they say a lot of people are laughing at people who are believing in them. They, look at these guys. They're so weak. They believe in our lies. See, that's demoniac. Okay? That's real dark stuff, man. What a horrible game to play. This makes it's just, anyway, it's not nice. This is not a nice place to be. Okay. So he gave his approval of this verse, indicating that it was very good. The real purpose of accepting sannyas is to dedicate oneself to the service of Mukunda. By serving Mukunda, one can actually be liberated from the bondage of material existence. Another beautiful verse. That is so true. See, so see, by sannyas, you do it by force. See? But how about you meet a Sudra and you become attached to serving Krishna? Because the Lord says, oh boy, this sannyasi, he's not coming to my devotee, but you are. You're just a little housewife. Oh, well, let me show you this other path. Because you come to my devotee, I'm going to let you in the door. I'm going to come in your door there. You believe in my devotees I'm really in them. And you can see it and you acknowledge that, okay, I'm going to come in now. And he comes in and all of a sudden, now you're serving Mukunda or Krishna in ecstasy. Oh, that's the real purpose of sannyas. You know, and the sannyasi doesn't know because they're on the varnashram dharma. You know how many gurus are on that level? You know, they're serving Mukunda and they're forcibly doing renunciation and they're attached in that, you know, renouncing. And, you know, they look like this. We look like this. And they look like this. You notice that? This. As opposed to this. With the head back, ecstasy in the heart. See? Both are doing serving Mukunda, but one is doing like it's so hard to serve Krishna. The other is like, boy, it sure is fun. It's fun, man, because the Lord is in us, man. When the Lord is in us, everything becomes effortless. Why wouldn't anybody want to follow the path that we're following? Man, the Lord's in us. You see happy devotees. It's fun. It's all this. Look at all the knowledge we get. We can understand these verses, which is wonderful. We say, hey, man, look at this treasure, man. And here, check this, purport out. There's usually not a purport on a lot of these verses. Hey, man, see what you think. Does this purport sound like more true than anything you even heard before, ever dreamt before? Could you have understood this before? No, I couldn't either until the Lord informs me, because he's playing in my heart. And he's playing in your heart. Therefore, you're sadhus. Therefore, we got the Shastras here. We got Guru here. And we got real sadhus here. We got Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra. Not just in name only, but in experience. We're experienced devotees. Complete. Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra. Therefore, we have a good time when we hear Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Leela and all these things. This is what real devotees are. You're real, man. You do what they did, the bygone devotees do, and you experience the happiness that they experience. That is witnessing in this world. It's real, man. You can have a real eternal relationship with the Lord. Look at this. Every day they come, and every day the Lord appears, and you can see there's a big devotional party going on here. See, spontaneous devotional service. After accepting sannyas order, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu decided to go to Vrindavan and engage himself wholly and solely in the service of Mukunda in a solitary place. As Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was en route to Vrindavan, all the ecstatic symptoms became manifest. And he did not know what direction he was going, nor did he know whether it was day or night. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went towards Vrindavan, Nityananda Prabhu, Chandrasekhar, and Prabhu Mukunda followed him. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went towards Vrindavan, Nityananda Prabhu, Chandrasekhar Prabhu, and Mukunda followed him. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu passed through the Radha Desh, whoever saw him in ecstasy exclaimed, Hari, Hari. See, whoever saw him in ecstasy. Whoops. Sorry about that. As they chanted with the Lord, all the unhappiness of material existence diminished. See? So that's the path, man. You got to be around devotees who chant the holy name in ecstasy, and then your material miseries diminish. See? But here we got a whole Sangha of devotees doing that now. Yeah, and all you need is, it starts with one, by regular classes in Srimad Bhagavatam. See? And by service to the devotees, all that's troublesome to the heart is diminished. See? And then to almost nil. And then the Lord of the heart awakens. He reveals, God awakens, arises in the heart, and living waters flow into your awareness. And how sweet it is, how wonderful it is. Okay? All material is diminished, and then this happens. See, Jesus said, you are clean by the word I've spoken to you, my dear disciples. You listened to, you had faith in my words, that my words from God. I convinced you. You know, people, they were listening to him, and I'm sure those disciples saying, God, you know what he's saying is really in the Bible, man. Boy, I never heard it like that before. Like Nicodemus said, man, I never heard anybody speak like that. Well, that's Guru Dev, man. You got to see somebody like that. From them, like in the verse in Book of John, from a personality like that, grace and truth come. You notice that? Hey, if you're in a place with a real devotee, you're going to experience the same thing that came from Jesus and his real disciples. Grace and truth came through him and those who believed in him and those who believe in the witness of the witnesses. All the way down the line till now, grace and truth must flow in a society of real devotees. Otherwise, you're not in the real line. You're not a connoisseur. Oh, you're satisfied with something other than grace and truth in association of devotees or a guru or in Vaishnava guru? Are you getting grace and truth? Truth means conclusive truth. Grace means the happiness of ecstatic devotion and intimacy with God. What else can grace be but feeling God's transcendental presence? My God, this is turning out to be the best class ever yet. Again, how can this happen? It's a miracle every day, practically. The best class ever, man. As another opulence devotees get to always do a best class ever, man. Y'all will become like, y'all are already becoming like that. Best class ever. You know, especially once you get it through this the false ego purging, you know. It's like they're doing a purging, you know, purging of truthful persons, to purging of the demigods so the demons can take over and run everything. But you wait, our Lord Chaitanya has another plan in mind. Yeah. They think they're going to taste the nectar of control, you know, over all the world and all that. And the Lord is going to teach them, show them. So he's going to snatch that nectar away, which is actually poison, and give them something else. He's going to fulfill the words of Isaiah. There will be a time when everyone will know the Lord. And that includes these little demon persons running around the planet making a mess of things. You know, destroying this and all that stuff. Everyone will know the Lord, you know, even them. Why not? See, so the Lord just comes, you know, and like Jesus said, if I'm raised up on the pole, I will draw all men unto me. See? So that's true. It's already started. He was raised on the pole. See? He was raised on the pole, and also he, the I am, or the Lord, or Krishna, is raised up on the pole in our bodies. It comes from that desire to control, that greed to control everything. That's all in the lower centers down there, you know, lower chakra stuff. Man, survival, control, more money, more. Yeah. Well, anyway, Jesus was raised on the pole, and he's drawn all men unto that truth. See, the Lord drawing here in the world, see, raised up into the heart. See, now already, you know, what is this thing that everybody wants to control everything? Man, you know, just enjoy how the Lord is dazzling us. You know, it's already under control. Man, you can relax. There's another thing. You can appreciate that control. You can appreciate that, if you want even that level, that the Lord is he's the supreme controller. Why not just marvel at how he's doing his work? You know? Why do you need to try to imitate the Lord? This is what people will see. There's no need for that. You know, you can't do it. It's too much work. You're always working, and then people have to suffer because you can't do a good job. This is the problem. Trying to imitate God. They're trying to imitate the way he controls things, and it never works out right. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. All right. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu passed through Radhadesh, however, whoever saw him in ecstasy exclaimed, Hari Hari. as they chanted with the Lord, all the unhappiness of material existence diminished. Now, it says whoever chanted with, not everybody chanted. There were Buddhists sometimes. They were like these raised chakaraka birds. What is this? Okay? But those who were favorable and chanted with the Lord, see, look at this. They started to get their material miseries diminished. Because that's what happens when you're with real devotees, and only with real devotees who have real devotion, where the Lord is living in them. And you can see the symptoms. See, that's why the Lord said, when he saw Nityananda in ecstasy, he said, how fortunate I am to see an ecstatic devotee. Now Krishna will never leave me. He was even favorable. Yeah, favorable to that. And so easily people develop this ecstatic devotion. That's the gift of the association of the transcendental Lord through his real devotees, empowered devotees. It's a great gift, isn't it? You can get what these billionaires don't have the ability to have. They can't be liberated. All they do is all they got is all that paper stuff or digital currency. What is that when you die? This is what goes with us, man. To chant the holy name in ecstasy, it stays with us forever. Yeah. People don't know what real wealth is, do they? Oh, we're here to teach these things. All the cowherd boys who saw Chaitanya Mahaprabhu passing joined with him and began to shout loudly, "Hurry, hurry." When he heard all the cowherd boys also chanting "Hurry, hurry," Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very pleased, and he approached them, put his hand on their heads, and said, "Go on chanting like that." Therefore, that's what we do. You see, the Lord is showing by his example, this is what pleases me. I'm in your heart. And this is, when you chant the holy name in association of ecstatic devotees, I'm very pleased. And you'll learn about my pleasure and find out my pleasure is your real happiness. Yeah, otherwise you're an illusion. When you're an illusion enjoying sense gratification, you think that's your happiness. When you're enjoying the sense gratification of the Lord, which is ecstatic worship, that's his pleasure. Then you see, this is your pleasure and my pleasure. Okay? Thank you, Lord, for showing me what is really true. That truth will set you free. Okay? So the Lord starts like this. He shows you, hey, man, I'm that same Lord that's in your heart, but you see, I'm in this world teaching by my example what makes me happy and which will make you supremely happy. The highest happiness is what people are searching for, happiness in all these different paths in the world and everything. The Lord says, boy, man, it's going to take a long time for them to find their true happiness. So let me come down and demonstrate it and show by my example what the true happiness of the Lord is. What my true happiness really is. And that's how he did it. And that's how we do it here. You will all know by your own experience that, wow, my heart's getting purified by this ecstatic worship, and your happiness is my happiness, Lord. Wow, we share the same heart. We share the same bed. We share the same intentions. If anybody wants to know the intentions of the Lord, you got to go to his real devotees who have real devotion and real intimacy, because they only know. You notice that? They're the only ones who can reveal it, unless they're walking around like the super soul and not saying anything, not showing anything. That's what a lot of Vaishnavas would prefer we do. What is this? Don't show anything and don't say anything, because it gives us raised breasts, and we want to show that we know all about what Prabhupada and Krishna consciousness is. Well, you spend 30 days here and you'll see, you can find from your own experience who really knows what they're doing. Who really knows the essence of the truth. So, you got to have such a relationship that we extol here. If you don't have that, you don't have really much to really say. Oh yeah, you can engage. Yeah, follow all these rules. Follow this. Work. Distribute cookies. All that stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. Do all that stuff, and you'll go back to Godhead. But it didn't say when. Maybe a few lifetimes down, maybe 4, 5, 10. But you're still going to have to meet the devotees who teach you this, and you might have to wait 500 years again, 500 incarnations. Who knows? Right now, it's available. Yeah, who the most greedy will come first, and then even the less greedy will become more greedy because you think, hey man, we're getting passed by. Look at these guys; they're out there having a great devotional feast, and we're sitting home, just waiting, eating unspiced khichdi. There's no salt in our devotional service, no flavor. We're just into ceremonies and judging each other. Oh, look, this person didn't follow this rule, that rule, and all that. Oh, boy. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu thus blessed them all, saying that they are all very fortunate. In this way, they praise them. When you find this path, you're all very fortunate. We feel it. You start to feel it after a while, because when you're here, you start to feel, my God, I'm really fortunate. How many lifetimes have I been waiting for such a situation? See, the Lord says, hey, man, you find the association of real devotees who ecstatically chant his name in pastimes. You're very fortunate. The Lord never said you're very fortunate to be in Maya. You're very fortunate to serve people like Bill Gates and Fauci's and believe in them. No, you're not. You become less fortunate because those persons need to be straightened out also. Those persons don't know the goal of life, the real goal of life. They're not fortunate. You guys are fortunate. I'm fortunate. I'm fortunate to be here. We're all the most fortunate persons in the world, other than other real devotees in association of real devotees. Because that's the Lord enjoys his association with real devotees who are in him, and he chooses and he favors us to be in us. And proves it to the world because we explain what are the symptoms of the Lord being in somebody, right? People don't know. They think, oh, this person is Guru Dev. Yeah, but is the Lord is in you? Well, we don't know the standard. Nobody taught us. The gurus don't teach us. The books are teaching you all the time, but you don't know. You got to have a person who has explained these things that's got some substance of that happening inside them. See, it's like your experience. Yeah, this is how it shows up. Yeah, let me explain it. Well, I'll show it, and people still, what are you showing, man? It looks crazy. No, it's not crazy. This is sane, man. You're whole when God is in you, and you cry and laugh and everything. He's just in one ecstatic personality, ecstatic dude. That's the way he is. He's just raised, how would you like to have that happiness of the Lord? Well, you got to become intimate with the Lord. You got to associate with those who have this mercy. There's no other practical way. I'm going to get it by my sadhana. And then you die like this. See, why do you want to do that? That ain't intelligent. Become intelligent. Take the gift. The gift is here now. The devotees are grabbing it. You grab it too. Grab on. The rope is here. Grab on. Right? Otherwise, what do you always 2 fingers too short? You come here, we'll lasso you, throw, like the cowboys, pull you in. You just hold on to the rope, man. Don't let go. Okay, calling all the boys in confidence and telling a reasonable story, Nityananda Prabhu instructed them as follows. If Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asks you about the path to Vrindavan, please show him the path on the bank of the Ganges instead. When the cowherd boys were questioned by Lord Chaitanya about the path of Vrindavan, the boys showed him the path on the bank of the Ganges, And the Lord went that way in ecstasy. Oh, God, the Lord showed me something very interesting. I never saw this one before. Pay attention. Yeah. So, so the Lord wants to go to Vrindavan, right? That's like everybody. They want to go directly to Vrindavan. Let me go to Vrindavan, and they don't see the real Vrindavan. Let me go see the deity. They don't see the real deity. So Nityananda, who's the original guru, said, okay, see that's the person in your heart. He's like, you think you want to go directly to Vrindavan. But Nityananda, the real guru, said, hey man, go through the path of the devotees. He's telling Lord Chaitanya, tell him to go to the Dvaitacharya's house. See, that's you, man. That's why you don't see me telling you to go to Vrindavan. Do you see everybody? Whoa, I want to go get purified, go to Vrindavan. And I said, no. Go to the bath on the bank of the Ganges and get purified through the devotees, man. Go to the devotees who are devotees of that Lord of Vrindavan, who are actually devotees. Go that way. That's the direct path. Otherwise, you're gonna be misled. See, Nityananda's original guru, the real servants of Nityananda tell you that. I always say that. If you want to go, I want to go to Vrindavan, go Hari in your group. I don't have time to go to your class because I'm going to go to I want to go to Vrindavan. Okay? But the real devotees say, no, go to the devotees. The Vrindavan comes after them. Vrindavan is in their hearts. They know the real path to Vrindavan. Okay? And if you don't do that, okay, it's nice to go to Vrindavan and everything, but you probably won't recognize a real devotee, because we're here to teach what is the real standard of devotion? What is the real standard of a devotee? What is the real path, which is the devotees? The association of ecstatic devotees. People don't know that, dude. If you knew that out there, why are you with people that are not ecstatic and tears are not pouring out of their eyes when they're chanting the Lord's names? If you really knew these things. See, no, not thinking, well, I know all about Prabhupada's books, but I do the opposite. That's what we see. That's called hypocrisy. You can't get out of it. The only way to get out of hypocrisy is you read Prabhupada's books in association of devotees and you understand them as they are. Now you're out of hypocrisy. Finished. Done. Now you know, right? Now you repeat to the world and free them conclusively. Not hypocritically. Yeah, I'm Guru Dev, man. You come here and I'll get you to Vrindavan. And then you go and you have these books and you preach something else. You don't preach the real path. You're not the real path, so you preach something else naturally. That's why when 550 years ago, aristocratic Brahmins and sannyasis were going to Ramananda Roy because he was a manifestation of the real path. He was an ecstatic devotee. He was in Krishna and Krishna was in him, and people could see it. And if they wanted that, that showed they were sincere. Otherwise, you're not sincere. You want name and fame and something else other than that, other than becoming intoxicated by chanting the holy name of the Lord, which means Krishna is inside you. So they went there, just like now. You're going to see if any sincere sannyasis or gurus out there, you will come here and get this gift and then be a real guru. Otherwise, you're just a bullshitter. You don't like that word? You think that's cussing? No. There's a difference between cow shit and bullshit. Cow shit is pure. Bullshit is bleh, stinky. Boy, Tom's writing up a storm here. We'll get to it there, Tom. As the Lord proceeded along the bank of the Ganges, Nityananda Prabhu requested Acharya Ratna, Chandrasekhar Acharya, to go immediately to the house of Advaitacharya. Sri Nityananda Prabhu told him, I shall take Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to the bank of the Ganges at Shantipur. and Advaitacharya should carefully stay there on the shore with the boat. After that, Nityananda Prabhu continued, I shall go to Advaitacharya's house, and you should go to Navadvip and return with Mother Sachi and the other devotees. After sending Acharya Ratna to the house of Advaitacharya, Sri Nityananda Prabhu went before Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and gave notice of his coming. So you see how the Lord, in a very tricky way, showed where he'd rather be. I'd rather be with my devotees. If you follow that path, then you'll get the boat, you'll cross over to the ocean, and you'll be with real devotees. Otherwise, you won't really know the Lord. You're not very deep. You got to be with the devotees. Yeah. Otherwise, you're just getting eye exercise when you go and look at the deity. You got to learn what are the symptoms. You got to know where is Guru Tattva, man. If you're a guru and you don't teach Guru Tattva because you're not a manifestation of Guru Tattva, that Guru Tattva is tattooed on your body, man. You're the map, man. You're the way. You're not like that. You're bullshitting the world. You're people coming to you get Krishna, right? Well, are you a representative of Krishna? Is he in you? So that you can transfer that Krishna in others? And if he's in you, are you crying? Are you laughing? Are you choking up when you're in the Lord's pastimes like Lord Chaitanya? Wasn't he crying? Wasn't he laughing and choking up? Wasn't Nityananda crying? Wasn't he laughing and choking up? Aren't they the original teachers and spiritual masters of the whole universe? Well, who represents that Lord is going to have that ecstasy? And if you don't, you're not it, man. You're not the door. Nobody gets the real prize going through that door. Hey, look at you. You're going through this door and you're the witness. Hey, man, going through this door works. Bam! You ever seen that movie? That TV show? Choose the real door, man. All these other doors don't work. You get booby prizes. And then you got the door, you get the real treasure. Everything is that, but it's all temporary stuff. Well, it's the same kind of thing going on here. There are 1,000 doors in ISKCON, right? Which one you go through, you get Vrindavan, man. Which one? See? Choose wisely. Because out of those 1,000 doors, I bet there's only one where you get Vrindavan, the prize in this life. Don't you want to be happy in this life and experience that? Or you want to wait another 10, 20, 30, 40 lives to go through the door that you get the prize of Vrindavan? Hey, man, look at people coming through. Hey, man, I'm rich, man. Look at all this wealth, man. I'm in devotional service, man. I'm chanting Hare Krishna. The Lord is in me. This is a great party. This is real wealth. Yeah. Am I saying a lie or is this truthful? Is this the best path? Isn't this the best gift? Yeah. You got the witnesses out there saying, okay, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in ecstasy and he asked where Nityananda Prabhu was going. Nityananda replied that he was going with him to Vrindavan. Yeah. Towards Vrindavan. Oops. When the Lord asked Nityananda Prabhu how far it was to Vrindavan, Nityananda said, just see, here is the river Yamuna. Saying this, Nityananda Prabhu took Chaitanya Mahaprabhu near the Ganges, and the Lord in his ecstasy accepted the river Ganges as the river Yamuna. The Lord said, oh, what good fortune! Now I have seen the river Yamuna. Thus thinking the Ganges to be the river Yamuna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu began to offer prayers to it. O river Yamuna, you are the blissful spiritual water that gives love to the son of Nanda. Maharaj, you are the same as the water of the spiritual world. See, for you can vanquish all our offenses and the sinful reactions occurred in life. See, this is like, the Lord said, the Ganges and the river Yamuna purifies after a longer time. My devotees purify just by being seen, not less, especially if you hear from them. Yeah. How much knowledge do you get from the river Yamuna about the essence of truth? How many people know where the real path is? You take a bath. Okay, you're purifying, you're feeling good, a little blissful, maybe. Ceremonial, kind of, yeah. But then you go to the devotee. Oh man, see, this is the thing. The sins, you vanquish all the sinful reactions incurred in life. Yeah, that's very nice. But how long does it take to vanquish those things? See? This is why when you hear the pastimes of the Lord and the conclusive truth from the mouths of devotees who intimately know the Lord and the Lord shows them these truths, it vanquishes them so much faster. That's why the Lord came. People were worshiping Lord Jagannath and taking bath in the Ganges and all this. Why would the Lord come if it didn't make a difference? If his ecstatic countenance, going into this world and worshiping Krishna as an example in ecstasy wasn't important, why would he come? He wanted to speed up the process, right? It's the same thing now. You don't think we're speeding up the process? People don't know these truths. Because we're worshiping the Lord in that ecstasy, we're recipients of that mercy. The Lord is showing us things to say to help speed up the process of purification. And we just use the scriptures to clarify that. People need clarification. They need to be more clear on how to do effective devotional service quickly. Why beat around the bush? Why go to inexperienced devotees to go to Vrindavan? They also have to do this. They also have to be liberated by hearing the truth so that the Lord is living in them and they're not just ecclesiastical external symbols of the truth. They're not whole. You got to be whole and true his grace or her grace, his holiness. What is it? Better word, not holy. Forget about it. Well, let's not forget about it. Let's put it on the back burner first. This holiness is not understood. How about, his wholeness? Her wholeness. Her wholeness, his wholeness is here. Oh, yeah. Now, what does that mean? His wholeness. We're not whole without the Lord, man. We're not whole without feeling our source. We're not whole until we're living intimately with that source. And we're complete and whole, androgynistic in that way. Because we got Krishna, the supreme male, and we got Radha, the supreme female, living inside us. And that's androgyny, right? You're complete, whole. Love, Radha, of Krishna, God. Complete. There you go. That's the supreme destination for Bill Gates and Fauci even. Ultimately, they got to realize that, otherwise they stay in this crazy, thing, the Maya illusion, perpetuating illusion. It's a universal destination from all of this. Is devotion to Krishna is eternal. This is available here. You can become whole in this life. The Lord, and you will feel it. You come here, you start to associate with these devotees, the Lord will agree to come into you. Otherwise, he won't agree to be bound. It'll always be 2 fingers too short. You go to Vaidhi Bhaktas and gurus and sannyasis and spiritual masters, doesn't matter the whole world. The bottom line is, hey man, is the Lord living in you? And do you have the symptoms of that? Otherwise, hey man, there's some sham going on here, some lack of truth, some inconclusiveness. So all gurus and followers, go to where the Lord is being given so that you can become whole by associating with whole persons, his wholenesses and her wholenesses. And then you'll find out what real holiness is. Real holiness is a whole person. That's all. His grace is a whole person, and the truth flows through them. See? His grace. The grace and truth. That was Jesus Christ. He came to be the example. Lord Chaitanya came to be an example. His followers of Jesus Christ came to become the examples, to show the examples. He showed the example in this life. Otherwise, nobody knows. Lord Chaitanya came in our line to show the example. Nityananda, the example. Srivas Thakur, the example of being a real devotee. Thousands and millions of devotees show the example. Where is that example now? See? That's what people got to look for. Where is the example? The bygone example, where is it now? Otherwise, it's bygone and nobody knows. We got to see the example, the living example, living guru, man, living. See, living guru means not just half alive, living whole, his holiness, his wholeness, the grace flowing through and the truth flowing through without compromise. Liberating, or anybody who listen here, you'll be liberating. No, you're not going to have to, false promises of, well, when you die, then Krishna will come and Prabhupada will come and take you. Jesus will come. No. You'll feel that Lord's presence. Okay? Test these words. See if they come true, then you found a real prophecy. Test them. Well, I don't want to test them. I'm going to go in my dull way, and I don't understand what you're talking about. I think this is not, well, okay, we'll go that way. Okay, those who are seriously inquisitive, or unless if you're like miserable enough, maybe you'll listen. And then you'll be very happy. That's why I say, if you were thinking of suicide, which I'll tell you, which nowadays is, they want that, whatever's happening here. If you're like really down in the dumps and really miserable, well, here you go, man. Come here, grab onto this rope, and then you'll be blessing thank God that I was thinking of suicide, because now I found the real path. It made my life perfect. Otherwise, if you don't, you get this, then you'll probably end up suiciding or be depressed and take your pills and then die from the injections and all this other crap that they want you to do. You'll believe in liars and hypocrites and be in the material illusion. But if that brings you here, you'll be blessed and say, oh, thank you. You drove me to this. Now, this has made my life perfect now. Or you're intelligent. Maybe you're a sannyasi or a guru in ISKCON or somewhere else, and you hear this message and you studied Prabhupada's book, and in your heart you've been looking for this. You're like a Nicodemus. You'll also come here and then thank you for all that study, all that sincere following and all that. It brought me here and made my life perfect. Okay? Jesus taught this. All your scriptures, your study, your fasting, or whatever, your misery finds its perfection in coming to the devotee who is being used to deliver you. Deliver you. Deliver Krishna. See, deliver you. The real you is Krishna in you. See, they're the guys, they're the doctors, man. The maids they're everything. They come to deliver you. See, deliver Krishna. That's the real us, inside. We're here connected to that. Deliver baby Krishna. Yeah, and then the guru nurtures this. The devotees nurture that. Vrindavan is a family affair. This is new Vrindavan. You got not only guru here, you have the sadhus, you have the family members. You come here, your bhakti is awakened and nurtured. The babies, because we pass the babies around. You notice that? People come to me and say, Guru, I want to talk to you. I say, hey, man, go to the other family members here. Pass the babies around, the newborns. Play with the nurses here. You're all nurses. So Lord Chaitanya says, you are this, O River Yamuna, you are the blissful spiritual oops. Oh. Okay. O River Yamuna, you are the blissful spiritual water that gives love to the son of Nanda Maharaj. You are the same water of the spiritual world. See, so yeah. So that's the River Yamuna as a devotee. She's a devotee, right? You're the same water of the spiritual world. That's real devotees. Real empowered devotees are like that. They're the same water of the spiritual world. They water bhakti, don't they? Their words who water bhakti, conclusive truth. It busts the illusion, gets you out of meditating on the illusion. Same blissful water of the spiritual world. You can see it. Krishna makes it so. He takes these old broken down jalopis that we are. We're all broken down jalopis. And he makes race cars out of them. To humble these big sannyasi, try to do it on their own, but the big sticks and the big degrees on the wall. Look at me, man, I'm bona fide. All that's superficial. The Lord said, no, we want to say, I'll go in even your house and show you how it really works. Well, fix your car. You're a broken down car, and with your big stick and all that, you ain't, you're not a race car. The Lord comes in, whether you're a sannyasi or a housewife or a sudra, or a donkey or a dog, and makes you, whole and healthy and real, complete. Man, look at that dog. Was his wholeness, got the mercy of Lord Chaitanya because he associated with Sri Shivananda Sain. See, even a dog. That's us. We're dogs, but better than a dog. Why not? We can get that mercy being around real devotees. The Lord showed the path. You see, the Lord saying, you see, you got my association and mercy, Mr. Dog, just from following my real servant. That's why I tell you, you could be negative, you could be drug addicted and everything. Just keep following the devotees and you will get the mercy of the Lord. Your faith will increase and bust every obstacle. That's how it works. Yeah, look at this dog, got the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. It's really true. Look at it. A lot of us are dogs. We're nothing special in getting the mercy of the Lord because you came where the Lord is really working. See, really working in its transcendental manifestation. See, he's in that rare place where he says, well, everything is in me, but I'm not in the world, but I'm in that devotee. Can you see it? No, well, we'll speak in the wilderness, man. We'll make the path straight. Okay? Straighten out the path. We'll sweep the path of all the brambles on it. Man. All that stuff hiding the real path. See, so the devotee sweeps it, and some people come, the first fruits. And then you help. See, Gundicha Temple all over again. Revival. This is the Gundicha Temple, man. We're out there sweeping. Okay? And the Lord is in the heart. Lord Chaitanya's in our hearts, man. He's doing most of the sweeping right in the heart. The ecstasy you get and all that. And we're little helpers on the side, sweeping a little dirt here and there. Hey. You didn't know, people of the Gundicha Temple. You're a temple, man, but needs to be swept. It's neglect. You got these what do you call the Vaidhi Bhaktas? You can only do a little sweeping. Well, here to also to assist More sweeping. And here now you find the true vine. I'm sorry, Mr. Vaidhi Bhakti. Unless the Lord is in you, you're not a true vine yet. You also need to connect. You need shiksha. You haven't found the true vine. The true vine is here. See why? Because we prove our father, my father is the God, is the gardener in there. You come here, the Lord will jump in your heart and start sweeping. If you're following a guru or a teacher for 10, 20, 30 years and you don't know what we're talking about, well, you see, that's what happens. You don't get the result. You got to find the true vine. The true vine is the juicy devotee, man. He has the juice of life flowing through them, man. Conclusive understanding, ecstatic devotion. See, the Lord says, connect with that and you'll connect with me. Otherwise, what are you connecting? A nipple on a goat can't give this kind of milk. How long you want to stay on that path? Are you ready? Are you ready to move on deeper? Are you ready to deliver your gurus? Because they can't get, most of them are just enamored with, thinking they're legends in their own minds and that they're the real way. Are you convinced yet that this is the real way? Or are you still convinced that that's the real way? Because if you're convinced, you come here long enough, you'll be convinced because this is the truth. And the truth, conclusive understanding will set you free and you will feel it. You won't have to die believing in false promises, false eulogies. You will experience the Lord inside you, alive and well, and making you well. Otherwise, you spend your whole life and the Lord doesn't awaken in you. You want to do that? Well, just continue on. See, you are the same water of the spiritual world, for you can vanquish all our offenses and sinful reactions incurred in this life. See, offenses. You know what an offense is? People, oh yeah, you take your bath in the river Yamuna, and then you go out and still worship gurus who can't deliver you. See? And you take your bath in the river Yamuna, you still don't know what is ecstatic devotion and its glories, right? You do that gradually, in many lifetimes, then you start to figure these things out. Okay? But, you meet a devotee and you learn all these things fast. They tell you, they break your offenses. It's offensive to worship those who cannot deliver you, right? That's an offense. It's offense between you and the Lord. See? The real guru, when you're ready to take the truth to set you free, they take that fence away. See? Already, when Jesus did his thing, they showed the veil was ripped away. The same thing now. The veil from you and God is ripped away. Boy, Greg, I can yell as loud as I want here. No neighbors. See, veil is taken away. See, fast, not like many lifetimes before you get prema. No, prema now. Well, maybe not right now. You have to get purified. But quick. Sometimes quicker than you want. Oh, slow down there, ask the river. Oh, it's so fast. Oh man, see, Lord, you guys, you said you Lalita too. You said you really wanted Krishna, so Krishna started ripping your clothes off, throwing them here and there. Oh, wait a second here. Let's slow down a little bit. No, he's a plunderer. He just plundered. Yeah, you really wanted me? Okay, let's take them all off, man. Now here you are. Here I am, man. I am the husband that you've been looking for. Or the lover you wanted. Whew, okay. You are the creator of all auspicious things for the world. Oh, I love this. Oh, this is such a great verse. No wonder Lord is ecstatic. You are the creator of all auspicious things for the world. You see? So that's the river Yamuna. And so the devotees, the same thing. And better, it's faster. That's why they come here. Living, see? The water is there, but it's in that form. The form of the devotee is so powerful. See, the creator of all auspicious things in the world. The only auspiciousness is the Lord, actually. Everything else is more or less inauspicious. The mode of goodness, even, is just more auspicious than the mode of passion and ignorance. But it's all inauspicious. Why? Because it covers the soul, right? That's all. It's just, really not real auspiciousness. Real auspiciousness starts with the devotee, getting their association. Real auspiciousness begins hearing from the devotee. See, your life is now you're starting to gradually learn what is really auspicious. And when the Lord awakens, and when your sinful reactions start to diminish by hearing from the devotee, you say, yeah, I think I'm getting in touch with what's really auspicious, because I don't usually feel that in any other situation. See, now you're learning what is real auspicious. Then when the Lord appears in your heart, oh, now I've attained real auspiciousness. The Lord awakening in the heart now. Now you're on a liberated platform. Wow, this is real auspiciousness. It's just attaining the association of the Lord. And you hear and chant about the Lord, and you're in the Lord, and hearing and chanting, remembering, and the Lord awakens in you again and again. Oh, I've attained the auspicious. That's the only auspiciousness in the world, is the Lord and his devotees. See? And you meet a real devotee like that, where the Lord is actually in them, because when they're proving it by the mantra chanting of these names and pastimes, which are non-different than if the Lord was actually here, and you see the result of that here, you've attained real auspiciousness in the world, just to see the real path, to hear the real truth. See? To find the real life which is flowing through those devotees. There you go, man. Now you're looking at real auspiciousness. Now you're hearing real auspiciousness. Now, very soon, you begin to feel increasingly real auspiciousness, which is transcendental to all the modes of nature and even liberation. Yes or no? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, bring her back up. This one. This is better. Oops, I got to take you down because you got to refresh your thing there, River, and we don't see any picture. All right. So you got to come back on, River. You are the creator of auspicious things for the world. See, so that's the devotee, man. That's why, the Lord says, worship of my devotees is better than me, because, that doesn't happen very fast by the river, the worship in the temples and the deities and the other, but boy, the devotees, they really create it quickly. So the Lord says, yeah, you're worshiping me and my deities and my name and all that stuff, but the devotee, the living devotee, creates that auspiciousness fast. It accelerates everything. That's why they come. You notice? Didn't Christianity, or it was Jewish faith, didn't that accelerate the evolution of people by Jesus coming? Didn't it? Didn't Lord Chaitanya accelerate the evolution of people in the world, and Nityananda and the devotees? They accelerated the evolution of the world to know what is this truth. This truth in this class being expressed is so clear and so clean and so true. There's nothing like it. It's just the message itself is auspicious because it's so conclusive. It's so real. It busts all the illusions. It's just one class. Imagine all these other things we do. It's full of ecstasy, it's full of bliss, and it's full of conclusive understanding. Let's see if this works. Govindadas. You also have to refresh. Oh, you know what? Maybe me. I'm going to refresh this thing. So just hold on here. Maybe it's myself because it looks like it's a little weak here.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare.
There we go. It's better. Let's see what that does to them. Okay, I got to take you off, Govinda. You can come back on. I just got to refresh because I can't see your picture. So it'll just be a blank screen. Yeah. Okay, let's see here. All right, what do we got? We'll read some comments here now. Oh, matter of fact, I'm going to get you guys going to read. So we'll start with, looks like Bona Govinda Das. Okay. Ooh, a lot of comments. You guys are, okay. Okay, here we go. Kevin Davis, so we just need to throw a party worldwide. That's right. That's basically it. We are throwing a party worldwide. Okay, Dr. Tom says, and he can read his own comment.
Yes, see if you can. One more. Yeah, and just like you said, they're like confirmations what you were saying.
No. Hey, read the comment I put up here.
Yeah, okay. Start with the first one or the last one?
No, and I start with the one I've got right up. I have it on the screen. Can't you see that?
Okay. Srila Prabhupada says, you have written one interesting line that Maya seems to have a special interest in you. So it appears, I cannot read from there because the subtitles, they're going through it.
Yeah, you can read if you just identify the comment. You can read it on the chat yes. Too if it's there.
I'm doing that.
Okay, good.
Srila Prabhupada, you have written one interesting line that Maya seems to have a special interest in you. So it appears that you are intelligent enough to detect the tricks of Maya. That is very nice. We should always remember that Maya or darkness and Krishna or the light are existing side by side. So if we keep ourselves away, so if we keep ourselves always in Krishna consciousness, or in the light of Krishna's sun, hardly there is any chance of being covered by darkness or Maya.
You see how that works? In Sadhu Sangha, that's what we're doing. You can see the tricks of Maya because they're explained. The Lord's helping us. See? Sadhu Sangha, the Lord's showing us what is the real truth, what is the illusion, how is illusion working. See, so it keeps us on the narrow path, and we're keep looking at mainly the truth, and you see how Maya's tricking. We don't need to go there. See? So in that sense, we're teaching the real path. See, and otherwise we can't really know the truth unless we see it side by side with the illusion. See, so this gives us perspective. You need perspective. You got to see, and then after a while, like River is quantity, she's also getting there. I notice, and you see the truth through the illusion. You see, this is just representing. This is the shadow of what's going on in Vrindavan. See, so this is because everything is a reflection. We're we have a nature. Our nature is to serve Krishna. But if you're looking at his shadow, that's the illusion. That's the Maya, the temporary reality. So we're serving there, and then we die because we're attached. We come back again and do more service there, and then get attached, and then do it again. It's the chewing of the chewed that Prabhupada used to talk about. See, you're just chewing the chewed thing. Here, this is something new. People don't know about this. This is why, even a liberated soul who might be, in ecstasy, they might come to this Mudgem platform to teach the world. Otherwise, people, they look at that. It's like a fish looking on what's on land and can't understand. See, the fish, the persons on land have to become amphibian and come into the water of where people are at and teach them, make a bridge. Like Lord Chaitanya is the bridge of the spiritual world. Well, hey, man, you got to be a real associate now. And it is a bridge to the spiritual world. You're not going to get there until you go through the bridge. You got to cross the bridge. They're that bridge. See, that bridge is their word. That bridge is their ecstatic worship and their word teaching about all these things, how to cross over. Okay? Then you get the life, to do this. You become encouraged by associating. That's why, by bonding with the devotee, they bond you to the Lord. Then you're bound to the Lord that way through, you become part of the group, that way. You got to cleave yourself onto the vine. You know how they cleave things into the vine and it becomes part of that. Yeah, so anyway, that's the thing. Yeah, so that's a good one. Okay, so I'm going to put another one up there. Here, let's see. I'm getting used to how to do this here, so this is good. Okay, hide. See the next one. Okay, it's Govinda Das. Can you see it there? Yeah, okay, let's Lalita, you read.
I cannot hear her. She's muted.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. Okay, I am muted. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Yes, Govinda says, yes. I was watching Isaiah film last night. It's great. Much better than sex, drugs, and rock and roll. I don't know that film, but
Oh, the Isaiah film. Yeah, I got to check that out too. Yeah, Isaiah was a fantastic prophet, man. What he said was amazing. It's so clear, and he predicted, Jesus coming. See, Jesus, when he picked up the book, he could see the Lord was in him and representing the prophecy. So he knew. You see that the Acharya self-effulgence, the Lord, the real self, gives them the understanding. See, otherwise nobody can confirm this other than John the Baptist. John the Baptist was the only one who could see the level of consciousness. That's why he came also. Just like the same thing now. Look how many devotees can't confirm that this is real, but you did. You're coming and helping that way. You need, otherwise it's a teamwork thing. Otherwise, the consciousness of what we're sharing here is so deep. Look, these gurus can't understand it. The gurus are representing the ISKCON and all. And I'll tell you, to be honest with you, even Gaudiya Samiti can't even understand this. Even the gurus, they can't understand this.
no.
Proven. I know. Yeah. They think you can think, oh, he's everything, but they couldn't understand that. I see a haze over them. That's why it had to be self-confirming, and only Prabhupada came in the lucid dream, and Krishna confirmed it because it's so deep what we're doing. But now you guys are coming. The Lord is ordained. You guys are coming and helping. Otherwise, the world, this is what we're presenting is so deep and so real. And they will start looking because we're just telling what's in Prabhupada's books. Prabhupada said in that lucid dream in 1996, this has my approval. You're doing exactly what I want you to do. Do more of this. He wanted his books, these confidential things, explained because look what it's doing. It's bringing people to the perfectional platform. And they can't even dream of this. They can't even, because it's beyond what you can get prema bhakti in this life. We were taught by the best of the gurus many lifetimes, and here people are getting it in this lifetime. Well, it's a revival. You know, the Lord is powerfully present in our Sangha. And that's the truth. You know, and you don't believe it? Well, come spend some time. If you really want Krishna, you'll check things out. Check it out here. Proof of sincerity. Otherwise, you're not really ready yet. Everything is leading to this connection. And if you find, as I said, the benefit of the doubt, if you see anything that is like this or is real, a real branch in the Chaitanya tree, it will have these symptoms. But I haven't found anything with these kind of symptoms of transference of prema in this life. Have you? Has anybody? No. Yes. People say, "Oh, you know, a lot." I hear this a lot. "Oh, Gora, you guys think you're the only ones, and there's so many pure devotees." Yeah, well, you let us see the demonstration of them being prema, that they are authorized by the disciplic line and Krishna and Lord Chaitanya, where whoever listens to them develops the prema and devotion and gets their miseries destroyed really fast. And this kind of awakening is happening in some of them, at least, or one of them even. And then, but they have to show the authentic symptoms, not like, "Oh, you see, this person has it," and you look at them and I just see a big false ego. I don't see any of these kind of symptoms of true humility. You know, even though this exaltedness is in them, like in Lalita Ganga, you see all this exalted symptoms, is very just naturally humble, dedicated to Guru, you know, dedicated to the truth, wanting to help people. Where do you see that? I just see them prancing on the stage with a big stick, or in Radhakund, you know, they're on big palanquins. You know, there's one guy, "Oh, this guy's a resident," and he's right there on a big palanquin, and they're all fanning him, and they think, and he's like just lapping it up. And I think, what kind of Krishna consciousness is this stuff? What is this bullshit? And I've been around. I go to Vrindavan every year practically. He did this crap. You know, looking at all this stuff. And I have disciples who've left going to that, thinking, "Oh, we found a higher path." That's called Guru Aparad, you know, jealousy and envy and competition with Guru. And most of those persons got that too. See, so there's a lot of crapola going around. That's why you see the Lord, who is Jesus Christ, a simple carpenter, you know, and he goes to preach. And these people think they know all about the Bible, and they say, "Oh, the Messiah is not going to come like a Jesus. He was a carpenter. No, he's going to come illustrious, you know, with like a chakravaka bird with their chest up and their big stick, and they're exalted, very pompous, you know, literally pompous, with pomp, you know, a lot of all these flowers and, you know, garlands around their necks." And yeah, see, people believe that. Yeah, not like, you know, coming here in a simple devotees. You know, our Lord Chaitanya comes as we are. He's born with in the barn, man, with a bunch of beasts in us, and still he does his work because the true vine is in this place. You know, and he comes with a lot of beasts in us still. The people, "No, you got to be perfect. You got to, you know, renounce those beasts out of you and all that." They never get there, but we're there already. And the Lord does his work, you know, starts sweeping, you know, and we have our sadhu sangha program from the, you know, and initiating all this stuff, and we get so much help, you know. That's why it works so quick here. Okay, let's see. Thank you very much there, Govinda. Okay, go ahead there, Lita.
Okay. My dear Lord, you are the supreme. Well, this is Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, 24 until 43. My dear Lord, you are the supreme controller of the worker, sense activities, and results of sense activities, karma. Therefore, you are the controller of the body, mind, and senses. You are also the supreme controller of egotism, known, I will read it further here. Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, you might not be able to see it. Yeah.
Yeah. I try to find it.
Okay, I'll finish it. You are the source of knowledge and the activities of Vedic injunctions. You are the source of knowledge and the activities of Vedic injunctions. So yeah, and that's the indirect orders of the Lord. When you're not ready to get the direct orders of the Lord, is this intimate relationship with the Lord. That's our work here, to get you more intimately connected, and you get direct orders. See, from the Lord. You notice I don't. Oh, you must do this. You have to do this. You got to do this. You got. And when the devotees come here and say, What should I do? What should I?" Say, come on, man. What do you want to do? What is the Lord inspiring you to do? And and the Lord is doing that now. See, so this is the direct service of the Lord that the devotees engage you in. See, you become qualified to engage in the transcendental, loving, ecstatic, loving service of the Lord here. See, we're the priests in that way. We help the devotees come to the platform of this transcendental loving service of the Lord. If you don't have such a priest, you cannot engage in this. It's too high. It's too difficult. You could do 60,000 years of austerities, celestial years even, and not get this. That's why the devotees come. That's what's being offered now, and people so have a hard time to see it. That's why we'll keep doing our program until it gets crystal clear. You look through the crystal. It becomes a crystal to see the truth. Wow, it's really clear. It's amplified, magnified, exemplified in living color in this world. The truth becomes manifest. As they say in Jesus, you got to be like that, man. The word was made manifest in this world. Otherwise, where's the word? It's in the book. I don't understand it. Got to be manifest in the body, coming from a mouth, coming from ecstatic. Yeah. Made manifest in this world. I don't know if River is happy or sad. Hard to tell.
Mix. From sad to happy.
Did you finish that verse or what? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you finished it.
Oh, I did. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Another one here. Boy, Tom's very vocal here today. Hey, I don't know.
Yeah. I think you finished it.
Oh, I did.
Srila Prabhupada. Oh, you want to read? Can you read it too?
No. You read it.
Okay, the main thing is that the leaders have to accept that there is a supreme controller. How can they deny it? Everything in nature is going on under the Supreme Lord's control. The leaders cannot control nature. So why don't they? And then it stops. Then I need to.
All right. So why don't they? Okay. All right. That is a defect in society. Okay. The leaders cannot control nature. So why don't they accept a supreme controller? That is the defect in society. In every respect, the leaders are feeling that there must be a supreme controller. And yet they are still denying him.
That's true.
Yeah. So the thing is, leaders have to accept that there is a supreme controller. How can they deny it? Everything in nature is going on under the Supreme Lord's control. Yeah, and so the misunderstanding basically is people
Can you
are not.
hear Maharaj Lalita?
What? Oh,
Yeah, I do.
I can't hear him.
Oh.
yeah. Well, then it's your thing. Then get off and come back on. You can't hear?
You go off and come back, Yamunaka. You hear me?
I'll just take her off. Okay, come back on there, Yamuna, if you want. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So they deny that the Lord is in control. This is the problem. Isn't look at all the problems now. It's because they are denying that the Lord's in control. They think we got to be the climate control. We got to do this. How dare you? You know that lady, the Greta? She says, "How
Yeah, yeah,
dare you?" See, instead of letting things just naturally resolve, people want to get this is a denial of the Lord. They think, no, we got to jump in there and change everything, and it's always makes a mess of things. And another thing, it's motivated. It's not that they really want to do this; they want to use this as an excuse to control the world, so that these elites can become happy, and that we have to become sad. See, we have to become miserable, enslaved, can't think for ourselves because they want to be our fathers. That is so infantile. That is so against the yeah, it's disgusting. And they're lying, cheating, and deceiving people to get that in, because it's not like they want to ask you, like, hey, how would you like to do this? How would you like to be a slave? How would you like to live in these little cubicles? How would you like to lose all your property? How would you like to do this? Well, of course we don't want to do that. We wouldn't agree to that. Well, then we'll just have to trick you and lie to you and deceive you. We'll have to program you from childhood to accept these concepts and our dastardly plan. See? This is what happens when you deny the controller. See, the more demigod, the more in the mode of goodness you are, you're thinking, oh, well, God, he's in control. That's why they want to even get rid of religious people who believe in God, because anybody somewhat really, sincere about that, hey, God is in control. Let him do his job. And he does. But people, when you're in the mode of ignorance and passion, you have material motivation, and that makes you split. You're not straight with people. You always got an angle. See, this is a thing, and this causes problems because people don't get the truth that'll set them free. They're always getting split stuff. They're getting, oh, I really want to help you, but actually I got another plan that I'm not revealing to you. See, that's a kind of an imitation of God too. See, because the Lord really does want to help us, and sometimes he doesn't reveal his whole plan because we can't take it. But he can do that. We can't. All we do is when we do like that, imitate the Lord, we just pervert everything. We just make people very unhappy. He makes people happy. You notice he doesn't reveal everything to us right away, but what he does makes us really happy. What he does reveal makes us very happy. What he does tell us is the truth. Okay? So the way the Lord works is so perfect. Because we harmonize with that, right? Like Tom says, attune to that. That's all we got to do is attune to that. And the devotee is the tuning fork, isn't he? Don't you need a tuning fork usually for the guitar at first? And then later on your ear does it. See? Later on, you learn from the devotee, the spiritual master is the tuning fork. And then later on, your ear. You're here. You can hear the right tune and tune to it. So the spiritual master is to help in the beginning. After a while, you know how to attune to that vibration, man. You know where that vibration is, and you associate with those chords. See, because it plays really nicely, see? Very sweetly, see? Attractively, like the Pied Piper with the flute that he just held up there. See, attracting people back to the kingdom of God. See, fast. You're walking, and then you end up at that destination in this life. Sometimes in a week, sometimes in a month, maybe 6 months, maybe a year, maybe 20 years for some to go deeply into it. But you're progressing. It's progressive. Quickly progressive. Okay. Boy, another one. Okay, here you go. Read that.
Yeah, you say, yes, because he associated with Sadhu, Lord Shiva, Sanatana Goswami. So everything was purified, changed by association, good association. Everything is possible. Therefore, we have to make this association of Krishna consciousness so perfect that anyone who comes in contact with that association, he becomes purified automatically. That association is so important. Anyone who will come in contact with that association, he'll be purified. Just like by association, one becomes contaminated. Similarly, the counter association, one becomes free from contamination.
So isn't that really the essence again? Yeah, let me
Yeah.
screw this thing in because it's really cold here. Okay. Ooh, come on. Almost got it. Yeah. So that's sadhu sangha. By associating, you become purified with devotees because you're associating with what? What the only thing that's really true in this world is ecstasy, devotion, and truth. The conclusive, transcendental knowledge of how things really are. And just by that association, you get purified. It's like you go into a washing machine and you get clean. That's naturally, right? If you throw clothes in a washing machine, what happens? They get washed. We're like that. Just throw yourself in the washing machine and get washed. Why make a big deal out of it? It's nothing. You don't have to be a rocket scientist. You come here in sadhu sangha and just pay attention. Pay attention. That's simple. Simply by hearing about Lord Chaitanya and all this philosophy of the absolute truth as it is, you hear about Maya Tattva, the truth about Maya, the truth about Krishna, the truth about Guru, the truth about Rasa, truth about Lord Chaitanya, these truths, truth about devotees. And then, boom, you by that association, you're purified and the Lord awakens in you and you fit for the kingdom of God. Because ecstasy, you evince the symptoms of ecstasy like Bhagavatam teaches. Okay? Therefore, now you're promoted to the kingdom of God. This is the liberated stage. What's here is the liberated stage in demonstration and example. Oh, you don't believe it? Well, you come and you will believe it because it's true. Don't you want the truth? And prove it. Test yourself. Test this. You come here and see if you come here, you keep listening, it'll be just like Jesus said. You go on hearing, you'll become more and more excited and enthusiastic, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth will set you free. That truth is awakening of the Lord in your heart, and that sets you free. Okay? It happens very quickly here. Okay, great verse. See, so that association is so important. Anyone who come in contact with the association is purified. See, come in contact. What are we preaching? Anything different than Prabhupada? No, it's the same thing. Always, truth is the same. See? So yeah, you'll be purified. And people think, well, okay, on the Vaidhi level, are you getting purified? I think you sometimes, to a point, but it's slow, But this is very fast. This is what Prabhupada's really talking about. You come into this association with ecstatic devotees, you become really pure. You'll feel the presence of the Lord. Isn't that about feeling God? Not about God is just a ceremonial thing and the flowers and here's the water. The tears aren't coming yet, but the water is in the conch. It's not coming out of your eyes. The Lord's very much looking for this kind of worship with the tears. Oh, that's more satisfying. People here know that. See, we know who we worship. We know what he really likes. And he's thinking, conch is very nice. And the fire and the flame. The flame should be your passion, your heart. You know, the water should be coming out of your eyes. You know, the festival shouldn't be just bouncing up and down like monkeys. I mean, that's okay for the beginning, but actually from your heart, a joyous festival of love of God. You know, it's a festival of devotion, real devotion. I mean, ultimately, see, Vitae is leading to this platform. Similarly, by counter association, one becomes free from okay, yeah, right. We read that. Okay, let's go to the next one. True again. It's Janaki. Wow, Isaiah is so parallel with Bhuma Gita. Yeah. Well, yeah, because, you know, again, Guru is one. God is one, right? When you really have realized the Lord deeply, you see the parallels in these things. You see, Isaiah was used by God, Krishna, whatever. You know, the same one Lord comes manifest differently to different devotees. That's simple. One God. You know, and he came to Isaiah and spoke through him, showed him things. He showed us things because the Lord showed him. He shows us. That's Gurudev. The Lord showed Jesus. He showed us. That's Gurudev. The Lord showed Prabhupada. He showed us. That's Gurudev. The Lord shows me. And I show you. That's Gurudev. And how does it prove? Well, you have some awakening, man. You feel your miseries diminished. Otherwise, this wouldn't be happening. Ecstatic love would not be manifested unless it was real authority here from the God, the true God. Guru is one. Okay? And if Christians don't see that, and most of them don't, you could use a little shiksha. You know, come here. I'm also a Christian. I also am born again. You know, I know what it is, but I came for the shiksha, and now I see how God is one and can use Isaiah and can use Prabhupada and Bhakti Siddhanta and Rupa Goswami and all these other great devotees, and I can take advantage because I'm open to real devotees. I'm not open to bullshitters. I'm not open to false prophets. They got to be real with the symptoms of being really connected to that transcendental Lord. You're really intimate. I'm only interested in intimacy. What about you guys? You on the same page?
Same page.
Intimate devotees. They're the only ones who know anything. More intimate, the better. If you still thinking, well, Jesus is the only real God and Krishna's false God, you're not intimate enough. You may have a little ecstasy. You could use some shiksha. If you wanna stay like that, okay, fine, no problem. But I was more greedy. I want more. I want to know more of the truth, man. Hey, Jesus, what is this that you were holding back on? Well, that's why Lord Chaitanya came to reveal these things. Okay, we're going to give River another try up here. Let's see if it works. There she is. Actually, let's Tom, you've been up for a bit. Let's bring you down here and let Govinda come. Oops, sorry, let's just hide you here. And we'll bring Govinda up here. He's a little enthusiastic. Let's see. There he is. Actually, let's do this one here. Yeah, there you go. Here you go there. What do you got to say there, Govinda?
This class is amazing. I'm singing along to Isaiah. It's such a beautiful song. It falls off the tongue so nicely. I think a little of the words might be best, like your country lies desolate, your cities are burned with fire. In your very presence, aliens devour your land. It is desolate, as overthrown by demons. Overthrown by Demons, I think, goes better than Foreigners because people might use it in a not so great way. It's great. It's a song. It's a song.
It's a song. Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, you get nice reps.
And Nicola
Yeah.
and Lance, it just flows off the tongue. I think I need a guitar player. I might have to try and learn myself.
Yeah.
Maybe Karuna would teach me. He pulled his hair out teaching me to play cartels, but I don't know. I could do with. He did. He did.
Wait a second.
He did his head in.
Yeah, you can get these guitar backing tracks. You can get a guitar backing track. That's all you need. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
just download it from YouTube.
It is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but maybe you want to play guitar too. I don't know. It's probably better, more fun. Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Govinda Das can read his own comment there.
Push.
Oops. Oh, here I have to. Oh, he's muting and unmuting. I don't know why. It's just happening. Okay, so Lalita, read his comment.
Okay. All can see another photo witness testimony to Grace Mercy Acharya Sri Ragora Harita's screenshot, Jacqueline and Lance. Their timeline. Mine right there, peacock feather. I don't understand the complete sentence, but I know what it's about.
Yeah. So Jocelyn's becoming a bit ecstatic, it looks like, because she has faith in Krishna. This is a secret. Those who have faith, this is like when Jesus said, he said, you have faith in God, believe in me, but have faith in me, faith in my word. And then boom, that's the formula. See, so a lot of devotees, they have faith in Krishna, but they need faith, and they have faith in Prabhupada even, but still they haven't found faith in a living devotee when they manifest. Because if you do, you're going to speed up the process. It's not enough. Okay, great, Jaipataka and all you other gurus, you're doing what you can do. But have you realized this? Have you realized what is the highest platform of devotional service? Are you a prema bhakta? Is the Lord awakened in your heart? That pure Lord, man, that does all the pure. Is your heart been purified by that awakened Lord in your heart so that you see God in the name, in the scriptures to the point of ecstasy? If that's you, great. If not, then you need some shiksha. You need to see where the Lord is working. And if you don't see it, if your disciples come and can see it, where it is, then you will be delivered by your disciples, because you'll see ultimately, if you couldn't see it here, you'll see it from the witnesses. And that's where this is all going. It's not about just coming here into Krishna consciousness, being a big guru and having a bunch of followers. No, it's about attaining the goal of life, which is love of God, ecstatic devotion, pure love of God. That is the goal of being a guru. If you're a guru and that results in that, you're a success. If you're a guru and it doesn't result in this, you're a failure. Your disciples, if coming to you results in finding the real devotee and them getting this, their life is a success. Otherwise, it's a failure just to stay with you, and if you don't have it. I mean, it's common sense, actually. It's like, what is really true? Well, devotion to Krishna is really true. See? And devotion to Krishna in this world, in a real bhakta, is the only true thing in this world. Nothing else is really true. Whether you're a guru or a disciple, is devotion to Krishna, devotion to God. See, in our line, it's Krishna. Okay, that's our manifestation of the Lord. Is devotion to Krishna in that person. And how do we know They chant holy names with great ecstatic devotion. See, the scripture says that's the path. The devotee is the path that chants like that. You get the real understanding, not some twisted version, not some speculative version. That's waters it down. Okay? The truth will set you free. The conclusive truth will set you free as it is. That's personified as the devotee. The word becomes flesh. See, the devotee, the living devotee is the fleshy word, not the fishy word, smelly word. Maybe that's what I was watching this thing about Jesus said, you must eat my body, eat my flesh. I'm thinking, wow, what does he mean by that? Oh, I see, the fleshy word. You got to eat the fleshy word, not the fishy word by these Pharisee types and these guy unenlightened Brahmins and sannyasis. If they haven't realized the fleshy word, man.
My flesh is my transcendental body, isn't it?
Yeah,
You meant transcendental body.
yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to read a little more of this. O daughter of the sun god, kindly purify us by your pious activities. So the real piety is not mode of goodness. Pious activities is worshiping the Lord like the devotees in Vrindavan do, like Lord Chaitanya's. That's real piety. It's purity. Okay? Yeah. That's why the devotees, they don't say, I'm anything special. They're not saying, no, it's what's special in them. Okay, gotta mute somebody. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I forgot where it was. That was a good point.
Pious activities.
What?
Pious activities.
Yeah,
Pious
pious activities. Yeah, pious activities. Is this ecstatic worship, this intimate worship of the Lord. It creates beauty in this world. It's like when the devotee, see, when Haridas is this an example of all devotees. When Haridas or any devotee that is like that, they're ecstatic devotees. They embrace the Lord by their devotional service, and they become more beautiful by that. You can see that with your own eyes. They become more effulgent, and then because of that embrace, the Lord becomes more beautiful. In other words, you're out there looking at this scene. Now you're understanding the Lord better. Now you're relishing the Lord's presence better, more than just in the book. Because the devotees engage in the intimate, ecstatic, loving service of the Lord, transcendental. And so that's why you say that, wow, that guru is getting much better, or that devotee, oh, they're looking really good. They're embracing the Lord in their service. And then, wow, I'm understanding Krishna better. He's more beautiful, more attractive. See, that's why it speeds up process. Go ahead. What?
Yeah, why do you have to be pious? Being pious is actually just pleasing him. Please him.
Yeah.
Please. Do what he likes.
Yeah, that's true.
What he wants from you.
Yeah.
That's true piety. Piety?
Yeah. Well, one level of piety is Vaidhi Bhakti. Now, see, because the scriptures say, engage in devotional service. This is pleasing to the Lord. Yeah. But pleasing in the mode of goodness, and maybe you get some glimpses here and there of the transcendental thing. See, but to increase that piety, that when you understand that, let me go to the more intimate devotees who have a more intimate relationship with the Lord. And then you increase the piety to the level of transcendental piety. That's real piety. That's the only real thing. Mode of goodness piety, if it stays there, it doesn't liberate you yet. You get liberated to the mode of goodness. Maybe you go around the good people, the demigods, they're good persons and all that stuff. But still, they got to fight with the demons, because the demons always trying to fight with them. the Lord, it's God, man. He's doing it. He's saying, you got demigods, you think you're going to live happily ever after in the demigod heaven. But look, the demons are after you at a certain point. They come and they destroy your happiness, or they try to, and they usually sometimes win. Like now, they're destroying the demigod's happiness here. In the world, there are a lot of good people, and these guys are tricking them. The mode of ignorance and passion is coming up out of the bowels of hell or something and destroying good people's happiness by even tricking them. See, the elect will be deceived if possible at these times. See, Jesus said, even the elect may be deceived if possible. So you notice those who believe in Jesus, in Krishna, many are being deceived. They're the elect, but they're not strong enough. And therefore, they're being deceived by these liars and cheaters and mode of ignorance and passion personalities coming up. They're twisting things, lying to them, cheating them of their happiness. And they say, "Oh, you're going to own nothing and be happy." They think, but no, you're going to own nothing and be very unhappy because they're going to stick you in a little cubicle in a city. And they're going to know everything what kind of happiness is to be stuck in a cubicle? Hey, this is all news. This is all out there. This is the plan, is to stick you in a friggin' city with a bunch of millions of people in a cubicle, and everything is going to be tracked. Everything is traced. Every thought in your mind is going to be known. No privacy. They want to imitate Krishna, who knows everything and is tracking everything. This is mode of ignorance. They want to do it mechanically. They think we got the technology and we're going to use it, and everybody's going to be miserable here. Hey, man, just let God do that. He's tracking me. He's not interfering, You guys want to track and interfere and control like God. What kind of God are you? I don't believe in you. This is the thing. People believe in these liars and cheaters who are trying to imitate God. That's your God. You believe in their word. You go in illusion. Right? You go, look at this. They believe in the miracle because they believe the word of Fauci and Bill Gates, who are lying to them, deceiving them, tricking them. They want you to be tracked and controlled by their crazy psychopathic intelligence of demons. They're psychopaths, man. They have no compassion for you. They'll lie to you, deceive you, and cheat you, and destroy the bodies of people. And they're destroying themselves and don't know it. Okay? That's when you believe, when in the beginning was the Word was with God, the Word was God. So if your God word that you believe in is twisted, is a lie and a deception, there's your God, man, and you're going to be destroyed. That's Lucifer. Luciferian. That's the devil. That's Maya, illusory potency. She's always lying and tricking. She's been a murderer from the beginning, Jesus said. Didn't he? Said you've been a murderer from the beginning. And you believe that word coming from Lucifer? It's twisted, it's lies, deceiving all the time. You do, and you end up becoming a monster. See, those guys are the ones serving that word, the order. The order of these Luciferians go and persecute people. Those are the cops. Go look at them in UK in their little yellow vests there. Look at the persecution because of the word they believe. They're persecuting their own humanity. They're serving orders of monsters and become monsters. You want to serve that path? Great. If you want to come out of that, listen to this. Yeah, it's a tough word, but you get this toughness, you're going to be set free from that illusion. Otherwise, that's what you're going to do. And I'm talking to you yellow vests out there, and you cops in America or wherever you are, and you military, you serve humanity by serving the right word, serving the truth, not these deceptive lies. Otherwise, that's the tyranny that's going to be in this world, and that's why it'll be destroyed. If the masses of cops and military serve those persons, then they will destroy the world. The Lord will say, "Well, you're serving the wrong word. You're not serving the words of my prophets who are intimate with me and speak for me." You serve that word coming from their mouths, you'll set yourself free and set humanity free. Otherwise, if you serve monsters, you'll destroy humanity and you'll destroy yourselves. And the Lord will start again. And he'll protect his real devotees as he does us. See? It's the word. What word do you believe? That's your God. If it's the word of a real prophet, you get a prophet's reward. You're delivered out of this. You're liberated. If you believe the word of these liars and cheaters who serve the Lucifer, the Maya, the illusion, whatever you want to call it, you become a monster. You destroy yourself and you destroy others and you destroy yourself at the same time. That's just the way it is. That's how it's perpetuated. So everybody, this is the choice now. Let's see. That's what the Lord's looking. He said, let's see what's going to go on. Let's see if cops will say, I'm not going to follow these orders. Or if the military says, what is this? I'm not going to break the Constitution because they say I'm supposed to do that. You know, you got to hold the Constitution. That's why the Lord says, hey man, are you gonna follow the right thing or the right way? The real, at least the Constitution. See? Okay, yeah, okay. So it's you there. I'll just have to thank you. So I'll mute you and I'll mute everybody for now. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, that's really the essence, is what is the word you're following? So if the word is from real monsters who are lying to you and hypocritically, and you're following hypocrites, well, you become a monster like them and they drag you down into that. This is the elite. The elite gives the orders. The elites are monsters right now. They're coming out and so the test is, who are we going to follow? What word are we going to follow? What order are we going to follow? That's really what it comes down to, because that'll create a spiritual haven better. I don't like the word heaven because heaven is temporary, but a spiritual haven for us while we're in this world. Otherwise, it'll be a monstrous situation and nobody will be happy. People's hearts will be, if these police, if these military, they follow those orders, their hearts will become as hard as their masters. Lucifer's heart is hard like a rock. No empathy, no compassion, and will kill people like a dead. And that's what we're seeing here. I'm seeing on the Facebook and all this, these persons following those orders, they bust into people's homes and grab them, and they're doing horrible things simply because they're following the orders of these monsters. They become a monster like them. Well, if you want to be like that, you keep following those orders and you'll be as much of a monster as that. Otherwise, repent and stop following those orders. Give up your friggin' job. Live on the street better. Don't. If you have any God in you cops out there, in any country, you military, if you have any sense of the true God, you'll live on the street and you'll understand when Jesus said, better, don't be concerned about losing your body, or you kill those who can kill the body, or take your food away, material food or all that. Worry about those who can kill the soul. And that's those orders of Lucifer, of making you to treat humanity like that. So now the choice is here, man. Whether humanity is destroyed. The devotees, we know where we're going. We're already there in our worship. Don't have to go anywhere. It's here already. But we're just here to prophesize, man. Say, hey, man, this is how it is. You monster, you want to be a monster? Well, keep following the orders of the elite at the top of the pyramid. That's a so-called all-seeing eye, but it's not seen. It's only seen through Lucifer. You got to see through like the devotee's eyes, who see through two eyes, the whole truth, the truth and the illusion, man. See? That's complete, not this thing. That's the Illuminati. They're like this. They only see through Lucifer's eyes. The devotees see through both eyes. See? Both eyes. See, therefore they see the complete picture. They see Lucifer's game and don't participate. And they see the Lord's game and they're on that game is to bring people into that light. So they can see how the the illusion is tricking others. They see the magician, that mystic potency, and then they see the Lord's mystic potency, which is better deal. Yeah. Whoo, boy. So again, that's where the devotees are here to speak the words that the Lord gives them because of their intimacy. And that liberates anybody who listens. It's really that simple, man. That's why, this love is so easy now for people. You come and listen to these words, they're given by the Lord. I have to acknowledge that. And then I have proof. I see in the scriptures that this is really honestly what's really in the scriptures, the real essence. And then I see the result of them. The devotees listening to these words and the beauty that's beginning, the grace and truth manifesting in their lives. Now, isn't that the way to live, with the grace of the Lord's relation, that we feel and the truth that comes from that, and speak that and help anybody else who grab onto that word and teach, can't I think, even police and military, if they see these kinds of talks, they'll understand, this doesn't make sense. What am I doing? Why? Look, my heart is becoming hard following these orders. And now look at my actions. I'm going around and I'm taking good people and I'm grabbing them and throwing them in jail and beating them up and all that stuff. You become a monster like who you serve, the word you serve. In the beginning was the word, and the word was with God, and the word was God. That's your God, is that word. Is it Lucifer's word, the illusion's word, the devil's word, whatever you want to call it? Or is it God's true word? That comes from his real devotees, not the hypocrites and the liars, the Pharisee types. That word is also diluted by speculation. No, the essence, the real word coming through the devotees. It cuts us away from it. It liberates us, a liberating word. Potent, powerful, strong. Okay? Hold on to that word. That's the rope. Pulls you right out of the illusion. Fast, quick. Govinda says so. Let's see what he says. Okay, go here. You can read that there, Lolita. Oops.
It's gone.
There you go.
Oh, I can see another photo witness testimony. I read it already.
Oh, you're
Guru Maharaj.
okay.
Yeah, it's already.
Okay. Let's read Aman. Let's see what Aman has to say. There you go.
The more we are listening to this Sangha, the more we are being awakened to the conclusive truth, purifying our hearts, just like washing machines, as they twist our anarthas, spin our anarthas, and knock out our anarthas around. But in the end, we come, and now I need to find it myself here. Uh, I'm sorry.
I'll finish it. Spin our anartas and knock our anartas around, but in the end, we come out cleaner, brighter, and better understanding of this wonderful preaching, deepening our love for ecstatic, unalloyed devotional worship for Krishna Chaitanya. Yeah, I mean, Jesus even spoke in these terms. He says, wash your clothes. You got to wash the clothing, also put oil in the lamp. Isn't that what we're doing? The oil is in our lamp. We're getting our lamps with enough oil and keeping and the Lord lights it, and it goes because the oil is in there. Whatever, different analogies for the same thing. So this is a chance for the world. to come on the real path. Yeah. See what else we got. Okay. So Cole says,
Amman Narayan. Wow, this is beautiful. I want to share what you said. Great transcendental analogy.
okay, Aman
Then-
says, okay,
And
Aman.
Amman said, oh, yeah, the more we are listening to this Sangha, the more we are being awakened to the conclusive truth, purifying our hearts, just like washing machines as they twist our anartha. Second time.
Second time. Sorry about that.
Because there's a lot writing 2 times. Oh, here, Robert Stevens is here. See it all the time.
Uh-huh.
Themselves.
Themselves. Yeah, Barbara. Is that you?
Yeah, it's me, Barbara. It's me. You found me.
Matilda.
Yeah, it's me.
Who is Barbara?
Finally, you're here.
It's a Belgium lady, huh?
No. She's from England, and we met each other in Radades in Belgium.
Ah,
And when I met you from in the beginning, I start talking to her with this thing for you. And she
ah.
could never find you. She could never come. Then I sent Rangaleka to her. She
Oh.
lives in Wirral. I'm so happy that
Oh.
finally she's here. Of course, I remember you.
You know, she might have came from she came from YouTube. See, that's because I'm simultaneously broadcasting on YouTube. So she found me on YouTube somehow.
Yeah, keep on coming now.
Yeah, keep the link.
I still have her email address. Yeah, I keep on writing. Then Rangaleka for a while. You're marvelous. Do you remember me? Of course, I remember you. Yeah, yeah. Good. I thought I had lost you. No. I use you. You don't have my email address anymore. I have yours. I still have yours. We were right. I write you today. Yeah, because she's a really fantastic devotee and very simple like me.
Ah, nice.
This is something for her. Yeah, she's a nice devotee.
Yeah.
I'm happy. This is my guru, Barbara.
All right, so I'll read a little bit more here. So while Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was standing there without a second garment, Sri Adwaita arrived in a boat, bringing with him new underwear and external garments. When Adwaita Acharya arrived, he stood before the Lord and offered his obeisances. After seeing him, the Lord began to wonder about the entire situation. Still in his ecstasy, the Lord asked, Adwaita Acharya, why did you come here? How did you know I was in Vrindavan? Adwaita Acharya disclosed the whole situation, telling Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, wherever you are, that is Vrindavan. Now it is my great fortune that you have come to the bank of the Ganges. Okay, so again, people are looking, where's the holy place? Where is the holy place? This is the essence of the truth. Yeah? You can go to Vrindavan, you can go to Jerusalem, okay? But better is to find the devotees who are roaming with that Vrindavan consciousness or paradise. Garden of Eden actually represents Vrindavan. If you look deeply into both analogies, it's always, isn't it? Adam and Eve were very intimate with God. They were relating to God. Well, isn't that the same thing in Vrindavan? They're very intimately relating to the God, as Krishna. See, same analogy, intimacy. We lost that. The Maya is in the way of our intimacy with God. See, she's sitting there saying, hey, she's getting in the way. She's saying, look at me, look at me. See, and cutting us off from the real Lord. And what are we doing? She's saying, no, look at Krishna, look at Krishna, look at his transcendental form, look at his name, look at his name, look at the ecstasy, look at the ecstasy, hear the truth, hear the truth. See, we're competing with Maya. We're battling with Maya. Then she comes out, no, look at me, look at me, look at the illusion, look at the illusion, look at Fauci, look at Bill Gates, look at Biden, look at the Marxists, look at this, look at that, look at Trump, whatever you want to look at. And we're saying, no, look at, see, I'm not saying look at me, I'm saying look at Krishna, look at Krishna, look at this truth, look at this truth. Okay? People that are in Maya, that are competing, they say, oh no, see, Gaur is look at himself. No, I'm saying look at Krishna. This is Krishna, is conclusive understanding, right? See? I'm just saying, hey, look at Krishna. And they say, no, you see, he's saying that's called an illusionist. We bust the illusion, man. Don't believe these liars and these cheaters, these envious persons. They're contaminated, obviously. I'm saying, look at Krishna. Am I not? Look at this whole friggin' lecture. Am I saying, look at me? I'm saying that me is the false ego. Look at Krishna, because I'm looking at Krishna. This gives me happiness, gives me ecstasy. I just teach by example. Look at Krishna, you'll be ecstatic. You'll be free. Don't look at the Maya. Stop looking at fucking. They represent what we call hypocrisy, man. They're thinking, ooh, this is these guys, Bill Gates and Fauci. Oh, yes, we want to help you and everything. And actually, aside. See, it's an aside, man. Ooh, this is outwardly. This is kind of drama. They do this in dramas. Outwardly, they say, ooh, we really want to help you. And aside. Actually, I want to depopulate the world, and I got some stuff in there. I want to sterilize the people and all that. Oh, but actually, I want to make everything nice for you. And aside is, well, actually, this is what we're really doing. We got a plan here. We've been doing this. We have this this plan that we're really working on. But actually, we're here for you. You see my pink sweater? Don't I look like a pure person? Hey, that's the world. Bullshit, man. This is the Maya. You look at that, what is it going to be? You're going to become like them. You become hypocrites, like the words you believe in. You believe in hypocritical words, and hypocrites like that. Then that's what you'll become like. See, Krishna straightens us out. Worshiping Krishna's name straightens us out. See, straightens us out. The devotees really represent the real word of Krishna, and they prove it. If you really studied Prabhupada's books, you really studied the Bible, you hear the word of such devotees, you can check it, and it makes it more clear, everything that you didn't understand. And if you can have at least a little humbleness and say, well, you know what, I really do understand this better listening to this person. I think he's closer to the Lord, because I couldn't understand this before. Now that's a person coming out of illusion, willing to grab the rope of the word that comes from the Lord that they don't understand clearly. Isn't that Janaki and Johan, good examples? They read Prabhupada's books. They liked Prabhupada's books. They felt there was life there. And now they hear this word and they say, wow, I'm understanding Prabhupada better. This is that. See, that's all the Lord is looking for. Can you admit your deficiency and look at them? Look at Johan. Look how ecstatic he is. And he read the books five times, including Chaitanya Leela. And now he's saying, yeah, now I really understand them. Why? Because the Lord, he coming in this path, believing in the devotee, what happened? The Lord in his heart is awakening and showing him everything that he shows me. See? You become as good as your guru, if not better. But you never think, well, no, I'm better than my guru. That's false ego. Boom. Guru aparad, you lost the path for a while. Okay, you're down for the count. Let's see if you get up before you die. If not, you'll get it in a life or two. Don't worry. Just by the fact you didn't believe in what we're doing here. What's a life or two instead of 10 million, in illusion?
Yeah.
Once you connect with this path, hey man, Krishna ain't gonna let you go, even if you commit a few offenses here and there, or erect a few fences. Okay, what do we got? She says, Gurunga. Barbara Palmer says, Gurunga, I thought I had lost you. We must keep in touch. Our kids have the same names. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Shama Sundari. Okay, let's see if she's around too. Now where are you, Shama Sundari? Why don't you come on, man? Yeah. Okay. Oh, we got somebody down here. Show and stream. Who's that? Bhakti Tom. Okay, we'll put him up here. Empty chair. Okay, you're going down until you're sitting in that chair. I don't like empty chairs.
Yeah, sometimes you need to go to the bathroom.
All right, here we go. We got Cole. Read his comment there.
Okay. Srila Gora Haridas speaks the absolute truth, free from the modes of nature. I swear, no one else is teaching the truth. This is such a rare treasure. Yeah, that's really true. Its worth is a gem, worth more than millions of dollars. Our eternal bank accounts of prema bhakti are becoming very wealthy.
Hey, Cole, that's what it's about. Spiritual wealth, man. We're just preaching what Jesus teaches. We're preaching what Lord Chaitanya. It's always the same thing. You know, Jesus said, don't put your attention and your money where moth and dust corrupt. You know, get spiritual well. Lord Chaitanya, same thing. He said, oh yeah, this is treasure. The verses, read by devotees. Oh, that makes me ecstatic, man, because they understand these, they relish these verses. Let me hear those kinds of verses. That's my real treasure. See, that's God in your heart. He just showed externally how he feels when you hear from his real devotees. He becomes so ecstatic that he reveals himself to even you. This is the monopoly of his real associates. No one else can do this. No one else has that power. He gives that power to his real associates to wake up in their association. Why? Because he wants to teach the way it works. He knows. He's the only one who knows it, and he gives that information to his real associates. And they preach that so people can find the real door, find the real path back to him. Otherwise, Maya's always hiding. We're in competition here. We're at a playful war with Maya. We're here exposing the truth. She's hiding the truth. We expose it. You come here, you'll see the battle, man. You've entered the battlefield. She's hiding. We're exposing. She's hiding. We're exposing. See? She's hiding the marriage. We're proposing the marriage. She's hiding the marriage. We're proposing. Oh, Krishna, marry us. And Maya says, no, you marry me. Listen to my word, my hypocritical word, man. We show you she's one of these ghost brides, man. She's very ugly, actually. She's like, Putin comes, marry me, don't I look really good? You get in there and all of a sudden you find there's nothing but misery, dead bones in that bride. You don't want that bride. Yeah, love of the world is like that, man. It's really easy to get. Love of the world is just lust. Lust for it's iron like. See? So it's very attractive and sweet externally, and then you get into it, it's nothing but misery. See, it's a trick, a lie. See? Love of Krishna is also sort of like that, but it's pure.
True. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's pure, And you also become lusty for God, but there's no fault in that. It's pure, it's wonderful, it's tasty, it's liberating. You become more intelligent, not like a stupid fool like is in the world. People after the lust of the world. You become fools here, you know. Fool's gold. You look like gold. Yeah, look at me. I'm Billy Boy Gates, man. I got billions of dollars, man. Don't you see? I'm a philanthropist. Oh, I'm hiding all the activities and all the stuff that's in the wake of what I've done. But externally, look at me. See, you're a pyrite, man. You're a pirate. You're fool's gold. Gold for fools who think it, just like it says in Bhagavatam, the fools will worship those who are thinking, he's worshipable because he has a lot of money. He's a billionaire. That's what it says, Bhagavatam, 12th canto. People will respect and worship and honor persons just because of how much wealth they have. He's one of those. And it wasn't enough because people knew before he got a pie in his face. There's a video out there. You see that pie in his face? He got a pie in his face. There you go. That's the truth, man. Yeah. And I only say this because, hey, man, this is what we're doing. You're thinking the person, because of their wealth, that they're great, worshipful, and respectable people. But that's not enough. Because what ends up happening is people start to see, this is really an asshole, actually. And I'll tell you, and that was Rockefeller, and that was Bill Gates, and others, and they all play the same stupid trick. But if you believe in their word, you can't see it. But I'm going to tell you, then they become so-called philanthropists. And I saw the video of Rockefellers going around with giving dimes. So somebody who knew about promotion said, give out dimes to people. And dimes are probably more valuable. So it's like giving out $1. So you give out a dime to a person, and they thought, and then they put it on mainstream news. Wow, look, he's giving dimes to people. He's such a giver, a philanthropist. And then he got his reputation back. But it wasn't real. It was a trick. See, hypocrisy. Bill Gates, same thing. He started. The people thought, boy, this guy is like a cheater and cheating people, cheating out of contracts, doing weird things. And then what does he do? He becomes a philanthropist.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at all the good he does, and you don't know all the deaths he caused by injecting people. He's injected a lot of people. His reputation in India and Africa, people who know, they think, my God, this guy has killed and maimed so many people. But you know what? Mainstream has hit it all. They took it all off the internet. That's what they do. This is the control. That's Maya. You want to believe in words of people like that? That's your destination. You're going to be as miserable as they are, as hard-hearted and psychopathic as they are. Psychopath means you're a cop. You're a what do you call it? A military man, and you grab your citizens and defy the constitutions of the world, all in the name of following those orders. So you're a psychopath now from following the orders of psychopaths like that. It all comes from the elite. It all comes from their God. Their God is Lucifer, is illusion. See, our God is the Lord, the true Lord, the one supreme Lord, the pure God, the only thing pure in this world, the pure truth. And that busts the illusion. It's stronger than anything. You listen to this world, you see any fear here? You see any fear in people listening to this word? You see any anxiety? You see any masks on and breathing CO2 as the truth, which is the biggest friggin' illusion? You see any social distancing, afraid of a virus you can't even see, that probably doesn't even exist? No fear, none of that stuff is here. You see, because we believe in truth, we're set free. In the beginning, the word is our God, but the word proves itself true, taking our fear away. Proof that word of Fauci and politicians is illusion, is look at you. You're in fear, you're in anxiety, you're afraid to even leave the house. You can't take your mask off. That's proof that you are following people that are trying to destroy you and the world. Yes or no? It just sounds logical to me. Sounds true to me.
It's
Gotta hear the true sound. That's the illusory sound. And it puts, what do you want to do? You want to feel fear and anxiety? You have to wear a mask in the car and you're afraid to go outside and breathe fresh air. And they're laughing at you, thinking you are a stupid you are. That's what you do. Listen to the word. You listen to words like this, words of truth. You'll be set free forever. Hey, not just temporarily, free forever. Okay, what do we got here?
cool again.
Okay. Oops.
The law of money states you need to be a philanthropist to be filthy rich. The Vedas say you need to give charity to gain money, even if you are evil. So they do it only because the science of money says you have to give money to get money. It's fake, and they use the laws of money for evil, showing the mode of philanthropy is not the absolute truth.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, with demons, you know, they don't have faith in that, and it's not enough for them. So we even know anybody that studies these guys, like Bill Gates, you know, he's giving money to make money. Literally, it's just an investment for him.
Of course.
He's investing in. I heard with his own lips, man. These guys, they're just right out there with it. Hey, man, he was given an interview. He was getting interviewed, and he said, "Yeah, actually, vaccines is a great investment." I said, "Yeah, I can make such a big dollar on this." I heard it with my own ears. The guy said he's not waiting for the laws of the universe to kick in. No, it's a practical investment. And he lies to people thinking that this is actually what you really need to do. You don't need to take anything. I haven't taken it. Look, I'm 67 years old and so many other. Where, you know what a pandemic is? You go out on a fucking street, man, and you see people dropping like flies, dying, and we don't see any of that. Oh, people believe in the word of liars. Oh, the hospitals are filled, and they're not. They're overflowing, and they're not. We already, anybody with a brain doing research has seen it. They think, oh, we can just say the cases are up, and they're up because you believe the word. You know, the cases are down and they're down. The cases are up, but they're never down because more fear, more panic, because these guys live on it. They're afraid themselves and they live in a fearful condition. And you believe in their word and you live in a fearful anxiety condition, but not us. I don't believe in that word. You know, Krishna gives me some intelligence. Krishna gives me some. See, it's all about Krishna. Do I talk? It's like, oh, because I'm so great. No, Krishna's so great, he makes you great. What's wrong with that? Yeah. Everybody here is becoming great because of their attraction to Krishna, their intimacy with the Lord, their ecstatic worship. The Lord is making great leaders. You should be led by people who have intimacy with God. That's called Vaishnava. That's true Vaishnava. Otherwise, you got imitators out there. You got what do you call imposters? See, imposter, impose. That's what Maya does. She imposes herself on the truth and in front of the truth and blocking our way. See, imposter, imposition. See, you're not in the right position. You're in position to hide the truth. That's what she does. This is why it's war. She puts herself in a position to hide the truth, and we take her out of that position. You notice? We just grab that illusion, those concepts, and those persons, and remove them from being in the way of intimacy with God. And just like St. Paul said what? He said, truth is no respecter of persons, and no respecter of Jaipataka or Radhanath. If you're not in the truth is no respecter of you. If you're in the truth, you can stand the test of truth. I don't care what your disciples say. The bottom line is the truth will set you free. So if you're in truth, you will like the truth. Otherwise, what is this? Truth is no respecter. Well, you should respect Jaipataka and Radhanath or any other guru. Well, you just got to stand the test of truth, because truth doesn't respect anything but the truth. The truth is, you have intimacy and ecstasy. Are you worshiping the Lord in intimacy and ecstasy? Are you a real bona fide spiritual master? Are you absorbed in the mellows of pure devotion? See, truth is no respecter of your reputation. Let's see if it's false or real. See, Prabhupada's books, this is Prabhupada's books, is testing your metal. Is it iron, silver, or gold? See, that's the truth. And if anybody has a problem with that, oh, you're offensive to pure devotees. We're just testing, are they pure devotees? Well, using Prabhupada's book. What's wrong with that? Well, you just got to blindly believe like us. No way. Krishna consciousness is for intelligent devotees that the Lord gives intelligence to, not less intelligent persons. Less intelligent persons are blind believers. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know who they're worshiping. But we know, because of intimacy and ecstasy, because of the gift of prema that we've received. We know. The only way you'll know is you have to come to the right path, which are the devotees, real sadhu sangha. The Lord likes, he likes to associate with us because we're truthful. We speak his truth, regardless of, somebody can come and Jaipataka Swami, disciple can come and kill this body. Well, good. At least I got one day of speaking the truth. To me, every day is a success like that. One day of truth, I am already successful. I get another day, great. I can be a success again. I'll repeat it again. If some Radhanath fanatic or somebody that's a blind believer in illusion comes around and kills this body, no problem. At least I got one day of speaking the truth. If it liberates one person in the future, wonderful. You got to do what Jesus does, uncompromising truth, whether it regards you lose everything or you gain everything. It doesn't matter. The truth is more important than anything. Intimacy with the Lord is more important than anything, because that's the only thing real in this world. Whether this body lives one day or 100 years, what's the difference? It's going to go at some point. You might as well go, with the fireworks. The 1776 is every day, man. The liberation of the land. Liberation of the world, man. Every day, to me, it's like, hey, man, another 1776, man. Fireworks going off every day, right?
Next.
Okay, there. Did you finish that one?
Yeah, I read this one, but he wrote another one.
Okay, let's see here.
Yeah. Without an ecstatic guru, a relationship with God, people have very little chance resisting the fear they are throwing at them.
Well, yeah, that's right. I mean, that's why you got to grab onto the rope of the truth, whatever you are. And otherwise, the Maya is very strong. It's why, like some people, sometimes I've seen this, they like what we say, and everything. But then when it comes to like it attacks the illusions with their gurus or teachers or what they believe in, then they think, oh, well, I can't, this is too tough of a teaching, and they go on. They go back to usually to their teachers and all of that. Well, that's the way it is. It's just like if you believe the darkness to be the light. See, when you're here to be liberated, you're cut free from the darkness of speculations. It's dark. And if you want to believe, no, I speculate that my guru is just as good as you or even better and all that stuff. Well, if that's true, it's got to be true, and not just some dark idea that you have. You're not willing to just like really be in the truth. And I've seen this here before. I've seen people, they have faith in maybe ISKCON gurus, and they like what we're saying here. But their ISKCON gurus only got them to the what do you call Vaidhi level. I had one guy who said that, I really, I liked worshiping Krishna according to rules and regulations, but now I see you're chanting. I want to also worship like you. So their gurus got them to that platform. But then they say, but you're disrespecting my guru. So the disrespect that I give, what is my disrespect? Is just to cut them free from like that's not yet bona fide. If they can't bring you to the transcendental platform, they're either bona fide and not teaching you these truths, which now this is where it's got to go. You got to meet this to move on. Everybody has got the Vaidhi thing. It's been out for 50 years. And the Lord's now is, hey man, come on to the spontaneous platform. So that now is to hold on to that. You can't advance, and then you'll stay like that. So you're not attracted enough. You haven't heard enough to see that you got to be cut free. You got to see that is less important. See? That is less truthful, actually. There's not enough truth in that until you see it from this perspective. See? That's why I say, listen, whether you're an ISKCON guru or a Gaudiya Smriti guru, if you're not worshiping on the true spontaneous level and bringing people to that level in this life, and not them, saying, well, many lifetimes you'll get because my Guru Dave said that, then that's not strong enough. Now this is strong enough. Why not be where it's strong enough to be free? Krishna wants people to come to Vrindavan. Here, the invitation's here. Come to Vrindavan. Hear this preaching. Well, but it points out that my guru is not as good as you. See, they always want to have it as good. Well, I'm sorry, man. You got to see where is Krishna's presence more working, stronger in a transcendental way. We got to be the Bhagavad. I can't sacrifice the truth of the Bhagavatam. Bali Maharaj had to leave his guru. He did, didn't he? Bali Maharaj said, hey, look at this. Your guru, my guru is adverse to Shuddha Bhakti, Vamana Dev. So I have to move on. See, it had to diminish. Okay, great. Thank you very much. But you can't equate. See, what if Bali Maharaj would have said, listen, Vamana Dev, I'll serve you and I'll serve my guru too at the same time. But his guru wouldn't allow. See, because that's how it is. It's like you got to be sucked into the next level because your guru won't allow. Ask Shama Sundari. Even said, "Is my guru? Aren't I enough for you?" And so she had to be taken out into that level. So you cannot serve two masters. You can't serve two masters. You have to, if you want Krishna as your master, you have to find somebody who represents Krishna's transcendental nature, which is ecstatic, transcendental nature, conclusive truth. You see, otherwise you can't serve two. You can't serve, those who are partially understanding things. You got to know those who are more full, understand Satchidananda. Go ahead there, Lalita.
Yeah, what I experience a lot with people who are dark is they believe a part of what you say, but not everything. They don't take everything. From the moment it touches them in a certain way, they go away. then yeah.
Yeah, because they have see, if you still have faith in the Maya and it's stronger. See, you got to get strong here. You got to listen here long enough. And if you come to a point you say, oh, that's too tough because it goes against what I believe, well, then you're just one of those that fall under the wheels of the train. It happens. But see, Krishna holds all that for you. See, it's just like, it becomes like Prabhupada says, even more than what he said. Prabhupada said that, it's like a devotee is like goes on the battlefield and people are at various levels of being wounded. See? So you go and you doctor up those who are, that you can save, and the others are just almost too far gone. Those are those who they come here and it's not strong enough for them. So we're dealing with doctoring those who are there. We can do something with, they're healing. They're not like 3/4 dead. Yikes. Okay. Ooh. I think we'll stop here.
I don't know how long we are together.
It wasn't that long. I don't think it was. Let's see, 4 o'clock, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7:39. 3 hours and 40 minutes, and not too long today.
Not too long. No.
I started late, actually. I started at 4 o'clock.
I know.
Today was a good one. It was really powerful.
Guru Maharaj is always good.
Here, you can read Aman's read Aman's last thing here.
Okay. We've got a real 24-karat gold preaching in this Sangha. That is better than the foolish, blind believers receiving fool's gold spirit preaching from fake gurus that can't know the Lord's transcendental nature. As it is written in Bhagavad Gita 9:11, that fools deride me when I descend in the human form. They do not know my transcendental nature and my supreme dominion over all that be.
Yeah, and that's how it is. I could. The thing is, Krishna. So we got to cut some people free, and yeah, this truth is really tough. Because it does attack. It seems like it attacks. What it's doing is attacking illusion, and a lot of people still believe in illusion. As truth. And that goes all the way into Vaidhi platform. So a lot of those people will not be able to take it. That's why I say, you guys, Krishna will inspire you to preach how you preach to bring people along, and I'm here, those who the Lord attracts, I'm just cutting, and if you can take the cutting, you can take it. You guys can take it, and you grow on the straight truth. And it'll be straight with you, but the Lord, it will inspire you to do what you do, and the Lord inspires me to do what I do, and so that's why I say, you be teachers also. You go out there, don't just send neophytes to me, when they hear, oh, Jai Pataka, you said this, they misunderstand, they think I'm against them. Hey, I'm trying to help these guys. They can't help themselves. Point listen to the logic of this. How can they help themselves when they're encased in something of the false ego identification? How can their disciples help them? Oh, they go, oh, Gurudev, oh, Gurudev. So it gets stronger and stronger and stronger. So to break that cocoon of the false ego, the truth has to a little slam in there, So just how it is. And some people can take it and some people can't. But they will. It's a generation.
No right understanding about the false ego. That's also what's going on with people.
Well, they believe the false ego is bhakti. This is the problem. It's not. They believe with these big sticks and, you know, walking on stage with the breast out, you know, walking around like that and sitting on the high seats and all that. They think, oh, this is bhakti. No, that ain't the real creeper. You know? No, the real creeper is ecstatic devotional service. Oh, yeah, we in the Sangha is better than the foolish blind believers receiving fool's gold. Yeah. It's like, okay, great. All right. Thank you, guys. Hare Krishna, everybody. Have an awesome morning.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. Thank you.
And if Janaki's available, I'm ready for oatmeal. I need some oats.
Mm.
I'm a cow eating oats.
See you tomorrow.
All right.
Bye-bye, everybody.